heat. Titans thunder, Texans burn, Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage, every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll, Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky, Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go! Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights, delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins ball. Sunday buzzing, fans online, NFL chaos. It's game time, shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here, Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here, Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go! Steelers! Here we go! Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go. Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins fall. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go! Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins ball. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Shot Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go! Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins ball. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fight. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every place so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go! Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins ball. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Show. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go. Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins fall. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday.
All right, everybody, welcome in. We've got some Monday Night Football for you here on Dr. Delay. I, of course, am Dr. Delay, as we have the Miami Dolphins taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers in a kind of big deal of a game, the kind of a big game here for both teams. As, of course, the Miami Dolphins 6-7, believe it or not, they still have a chance to actually make the playoffs, as they've been kind of one of the hottest teams in the NFL, believe it or not. Again, I'm just letting you know what happened, or what has happened. And as far as the Pittsburgh Steelers go, again, they're a half game up on the Ravens, looking to just get a little bit more breathing room. Of course, again, the Ravens have a difficult schedule coming up. Would be nice for the Steelers to get some breathing room from the Ravens, and maybe that Week 18 game doesn't matter against Baltimore, but we'll see, of course, how it goes. Again, we'll show you the playoff picture here as the Steelers. Let me go ahead and back up. Let me go ahead and make myself a little bit smaller here. Again, you can see the Steelers in the 4th spot. Again, the Dolphins, even if they win, still a 1% chance that they are in. If they lose, they are pretty much all but eliminated. As the Texans 9-5, they just win one more time, and the Dolphins are pretty much done. I want to say the Dolphins are pretty much eliminated, but I guess they are not eliminated according to this. I don't know. That could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, the Steelers again in the 4. Even if they lose tonight, they'll still be in the 4. So I guess that's some good news. But again, a win is a huge deal for the Steelers, and again for the Dolphins, they could just win the last 4 and find themselves into the playoffs. Again, that's very unlikely. But as mentioned, again, the Steelers 7-6, a half game up on the Ravens. Of course, they shut out the Bengals and eliminated the Bengals this past week. We covered that one on the channel. The Dolphins, again, they're third in their division. Again, the Bills kind of making a play for the top spot in the AFC East. So very much interesting across the NFL. How's it going, Daniel? Appreciate you for tuning in again. Vince, thank you again for tuning in. Kenneth, as always, good to see you. And then, yes, we got a game tonight, Gaming Boy. Yes, we do. But, yeah, again, very much exciting part of the year as, again, everyone's kind of knocking each other out and stuff like that and bouncing around the playoff picture, essentially. Again, the Bears took the 2 spot, and the Bills, again, could potentially take over the Patriots there. The Jaguars have fought themselves into the 3rd spot. AFC North and the NFC South have pretty much locked themselves into the 4 seed. So if you're a Steelers fan, I guess you're kind of hoping that the Bills, the Bills win their division or at least don't get the 5 spot. So we'll see how that goes. Again, we'll look at both teams and how they've gotten to their records. Of course, as mentioned earlier, the Dolphins, believe it or not, again, one of the hottest teams in the NFL, starting off the year 0-3. Then they, of course, got their first win against the Jets, 27-21. Then lost another 3 in a row, losing to the Panthers, 27-24, losing to the Chargers and the Browns. Then they kind of flipped a switch, beating the Atlanta Falcons. Then they lose to Baltimore with Lamar coming back. But since then, again, winners of 5 of the last 6, beating the Bills 30-13. Again, they just smoked the Bills. Beating Washington, beating New Orleans, and, of course, the Jets. This may be one of their tougher matchups in that stretch, but, of course, a win is a win. And, of course, as for our favorite team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, how's it going, Sandy? Appreciate you for tuning in. Go Steelers. Oh, yeah. Hello, everyone. Doc, who is your favorite all-time Steelers player? It's going to be that guy, Ben Roethlisberger. But I have, of course, a lot of favorite Steelers in my past. I can go through that later tonight, or maybe in a few seconds. Who knows? But again, for the Steelers, they started off the season with a huge win. Again, that was kind of a huge win because, of course, the stakes, Justin Fields versus, Aaron Rodgers, kind of switching quarterbacks there. It was a great game, at least for the offense anyway, not necessarily the defense. Losing to Seattle, and then, of course, they ripped off 3 in a row. Then they lost 2 in a row. Cincinnati and Green Bay, pretty much disappointing losses there. Then they beat the Colts, and we're all thinking, okay, that's great. Then, of course, they look terrible against the Chargers. Then they beat the Bengals. Then they lose to the Bears. Of course, they didn't have Rodgers in that one. Then they look absolutely like garbage against the Bills. But then a bounce-back win against the Ravens. So, yeah, that's kind of where the Steelers are at. Just 7-6. Looking to go to 8-6. Again, that would be a big deal. As, again, they already have the tiebreaker over the Ravens. Of course, again, they play them in a few weeks. But we want to get rid of that. But yeah, no, definitely a huge game tonight, believe it or not. All right, let's see what we got here. The Bills aren't going to overtake the Pats. We're going to win out. We'll see. I wouldn't put money on that I don't think you are better, but even if you aren't, I wouldn't bet on that. Who is the greatest Steeler of all time? A lot of older people would say Joe Green. As a person that never saw him play, I would say Troy Polamalu as far as who I've seen play. But Joe Green probably is the greatest Steeler of all time. Again, as far as I've seen, I would say Troy Polamalu. You're back tonight. Good to see you, Caden. Appreciate you for tuning in. Hey, Doc, would you rather turn into E.T. or an alien from Space Jam every night? Oh, man. Do I get the basketball powers is the question. If I get the basketball powers, then alien from Space Jam. If none, then I guess E.T. Why not? I think the Dolphins are beating the Steelers tonight. Hey, I wasn't exactly saying this is a slam dunk win all week, so yeah, I'm not too sure. We'll see how it goes, Bob. Go Bills and go Steelers. Appreciate it, Caden, for your support. Do you think my 49ers are going to beat Phillip Rivers next week? I would say so. I think it's kind of an indictment on the rest of the NFL, the fact that a guy that's been retired for 4 or 5 years now could come in and almost beat just the fact that he almost beat an NFL team. Again, he didn't look great statistically or whatnot, but it's still embarrassing. And I think that kind of shows how, I mean, again, I've been saying for a long time now, which, again, first year here on YouTube, but that the NFL is just not as good as it was. And I think that's pretty much proof that he could take advantage of any rules that has helped the offense and, again, almost win. I mean, it just doesn't really take much to play quarterback and play offense just in general in today's NFL. So that was just embarrassing. But yeah, no, he looked pretty good. I think the Niners would beat Phillip Rivers and the Colts this week. And of course, we'll be covering that one on this channel, Monday Night Football. For those of you that are new to the channel, we do a lot here. Not just Steelers games, not just primetime games. We also cover games again like yesterday. I covered the Bengals and the Ravens. I covered the Rams and the Lions. Again, I cover other games, not just Steelers games. So just letting you know. Again, I've already covered the Dolphins 5 times this year. Dolphins are not new to the channel. So we'll see how this one goes as Boswell is ready to kick things off. We are underway in Pittsburgh as Miami receives at the 3s, at the 5, the 10, the 15. He's at the 20, 25, and he's going to be slammed down at the 27-yard line. And that's where Tua and the Dolphins will begin their drive. Here comes Tua, who is 6-7, averaging about 185 yards a game passing-wise. 18 touchdown passes on the year, 14 interceptions. That is tied for the most in the NFL with Geno Smith, who, of course, has had a terrible, terrible year. Let's go, Terry Bradshaw. Steelers need ring number 7. Oh, we do, Timothy. We do. As it's 1st and 10, Tua under center, sending a man in motion. Tua's going to hand it off. No, play action. He tosses in the flat. It's caught at the 30. He's at the 35, the 40, breaking tackles. He's at the 45 before he's brought down at the 47-yard line. Just like that, the Dolphins with a gain of 20 on the play. A little pass there to Julian Hill. Steelers biting on the play action. Of course, the Steelers probably going to sell out for the run because, 1, they're terrible at defending the run, and 2, they're probably expecting the Dolphins to take advantage of that. Well, they bid on that, so we'll see how the Steelers adjust as the game goes on. As Tua's in the gun, you got 3 running backs in the backfield. Fakes the pitch, looking, swings it out. It's caught in the flat. He's at the 40. Runs into his own guy, and he's going to get a loss of a couple there. Runs out of bounds at the 45. A loss of 2. All right, let's see what we got here. Rooting for Rivers, but was bad. No arm and can't run. Agreed, Doc. Embarrassing to the NFL. Yep. He, again, I was rooting for him too, but just the fact that he had so much success, it's just like, yeah, the NFL is not good. And I don't know. People, I mean, hate to sound like a guy that's, back in my day. No, it really was better. And I think that's proof that it really doesn't. It's not the same as Tua. It's going to hand it off to 8-Chan. 8-Chan spinning around and is going to be tripped up around the 49-yard line as that is a gain of 3. Going to give him 4, actually, marking him down at the 50-yard line. Touchdown. Yeah, touchdown. We got the touchdown turkey. He's watching off camera, but he will make an appearance for sure. We'd hope so. Football time. Fire Canada. Oh, yeah, eventually we'll fire him. We will eventually fire Matt Canada. He seems to be just lurking around. 3rd and 7, ball at the 50. They need to get to the 43 for a brand new set of downs as Tua is going to be in the shotgun. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right as Tua takes a snap, drops back, looking to his left, steps up, moving to his right. Tua fires. It is knocked away, incomplete. Joey Porter on the coverage. Good coverage there. And the Dolphins will have to punt. Let's see here. By the way, Doc, you're my favorite college football and NFL streamer. Keep the score. Thank you. Thank you, Kane. Appreciate it. What's up, Dr. Lay? Hope all is well. Everything is doing well, Orioles fan. Appreciate you for tuning in. Defense. Yep. I see the number 13. Oh, yeah. No, we will break it out for Steelers games for sure. For sure. It was every game. But, yeah, no, I was kind of thinking about, we got to change it up here. As there is the punt. And that is going to be bouncing at the 5. And the Dolphins try to save it. But it does bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Steelers, led, of course, by Aaron Rodgers. But actually, before they come out on the field, they're going to have a commercial break. So here comes a commercial break. So we'll just stay right here. Is Rhino streaming tonight? Well, I saw he was. I hope so. Hopefully everything's okay. I was told he was having internet issues. Yeah, he's streaming. He's streaming. Yeah. May have just started. He probably just started, yeah. Oh, Rising Rhino, a friend of the channel. Folks, make sure to subscribe to Rising Rhino while we're at it. Might as well. Go ahead and share channel. Copy. Give me a sec, folks. Then I'll return my attention to you guys. I know you guys want me to talk to you guys. I know you guys want to talk to Doctor. All right, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure to click that link and subscribe. You can also check in on his stream and say hi. Again, he does a great job as well. Brady could come back right now and get 10 wins. Honestly, you're probably right. Good evening, Doc. How's it going? Jim from Oregon. Good to see you. Miami will take the Steelers. You watch. 2 main players out. Aaron is up the creek. I hope not, Buster. Buster, I hope you are incorrect, but you're probably right, to be honest with you. Steelers to disorganize. I mean, hey, you're preaching to the choir here. Just realized I was still on the wrong screen there. 1370 on the line here. -2 first half. Let's go. Yeah, man, we'll see, Phil. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of faith in the Steelers. I don't have that much faith in the Steelers. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Of course, I'll be calling the game, as that's why you're here. You want to know what's happening. But, of course, I really do enjoy talking to you guys, so feel free to chat down below. I'll try to get to the comment section as often as I can. And, of course, I do have a poll. Right now, 68% of you guys with the Steelers tonight. So 32% of you guys must be with the Dolphins, as there's only 2 choices. So appreciate you guys for participating in the poll. Jersey pulling for Miami. You'll take 10 shots if the Dolphins win. Well, I'd say it's 50-50, man, to be honest with you. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, no, the Dolphins, they don't play in the cold. Well, I remember distinctly about 10 years ago, the Dolphins went up to Pittsburgh and won in the snow. So, and that was kind of a killer because Steelers really needed to win that game to get the playoffs. I think that was 2013, if I recall. That's when Antonio Brown stepped out of bounds. I'm sure most of you guys at least remember that part. As Rodgers going to be under center here. 1st and 10 at the Steelers' own 20. DK out wide. Receiver to the right as Rodgers, play action, rolling to his right, dumps it off. It's caught at the 20. And Jonnu Smith not going to get much as he's tackled after a gain of 2. Tackled at the 22-yard line. Rodgers, again, averaging about 198 yards a game. That's definitely a career low for him. 20 touchdowns, though, 7 picks. It's been a while since we've seen a Steelers quarterback with over 20 touchdown passes. And that is just sad, but hey, I mean, we'll take it. We'll take it at this point. As Rodgers in the gun, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Gainwell is now to Rodgers' left as Austin is being sent in motion. Rodgers lifts the leg, takes the snap, and hands it off to Gainwell down the right side. And, oh, he is blown up. Man, a huge hit there by Douglas. Tackled at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd and 8. Gainwell, again, has been a surprisingly solid running back for the Steelers this year. Again, most of us, keeping up with him, we would know, oh, he's a good receiving back. No, he's done a great job as just a straight-up, all-around running back. But right there, again, the Dolphins laying the smack down as Rodgers going to be in the gun. Nobody in the backfield but him. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right, tight end in tight. As Rodgers trying to get him to jump. Rodgers takes a snap, drops back, looking to his left, over to his right, fires. It's caught by Gainwell on the flat at the 25, and he's brought down at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 7, but they're going to be a little bit short, and they will have to punt. So a 3 and out for Pittsburgh. Hello, y'all. 3rd and 8. So let's do a bomb or a 5-yard pass. Yep, you were correct there, sir. Just a few yards off. like watching greatest hits videos of Jack No Teeth Lambert, number 58. Yep. I obviously did not get to see them in, I was born in 96, so a little bit before my time. But again, I definitely am well aware of the Steelers' history. He's fielded at the 23. He's at the 25. Makes the guy miss. And he's at the 30. You see a Steeler just flying off your screen. Geez, he had his ankles broken. All right, the Dolphins will be coming onto the field again. Another commercial break, because that is ESPN at their finest. Commercial breaks half the time. That's what they do. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free again to chat down below. Talk about the game. Talk about, of course, what's happening across the NFL. A lot of stuff happening with the playoff picture up and down. That's pretty much it. Again, I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. Otherwise, again, I'd be talking to myself, and that would not be ideal. So I appreciate it. Or again, you tune in, there's no one here talking. Hey, this guy has problems. Again, let me know who you think's going to win tonight. 68% of you guys with the Steelers. 32% with the Dolphins. Steelers came in, I believe, as a 3.5 point favorite. So, it's about right. Again, I would say they're a lot closer than you think. Again, the Dolphins have won 5 of the last 6. And one of those wins was against the Bills, who, of course, just made the Steelers look absolutely pathetic a few weeks ago. So we're hoping that, we're just hoping that the Steelers can get it together. It's been a few years since we've been, talking about Jack Lambert. One of the lines that I really do like of him, we're not supposed to be intimidated. We're supposed to be intimidators or something like that, along the lines of that. That's just a great line. And I don't know, it'd be nice for the Steelers to kind of adapt to that mentality, for them to finally be the intimidators that they were. Not just in the 70s, but even in the, the 90s, even the 80s, of course, Chuck Noll, obviously not the greatest years ever, but it still had some nice playoff runs there. And then, of course, the 90s with the Blitzburg Cower Steelers, and the 2000 Steelers, they, of course, won a couple of rings, went to 3 Super Bowls. Kind of an underrated team that will just be glossed over because of the Patriots. Of course, that's my childhood. Jack Lambert, 73, man, that is, oh, yeah. They got to pay all those bills for buying Monday Night Football, yep. Pittsburgh winning? Nope, not at the moment. Miami 16, Steelers 13. We'll see. Niners going all the way, and here's why. ... Big mean Joe Green. We need a new Joe Green. Would be nice. All right, 1st and 10 for the Dolphins, as Tua's going to be under center. Achan's going to be in the backfield. We got receivers to each side, fullback in the backfield as well. As he sends a man in motion, as Tua is going to hand it off. This is Achan. Achan's at the 30, the 35, and he's brought down at the 36-yard line. Nice run there. Going to give him 7 there, and here they're going to say 6. Looks like they are going to say 6, so tackled at the 35-yard line. Dale Earnhardt was the intimidator. Yeah, I'm not a NASCAR guy at all there. I'm sorry, Rhoda. Not a NASCAR guy at all. I didn't even know that. All right, 2nd and 4 as Tua is going to be under center. Receivers to each side, sending a man in motion as Tua eyes the defense, sends a man in motion again as Tua is going to toss it to Achan. Achan bouncing it outside. He's at the 40, the 45, and he is going to be just whistled dead around the 49-yard line. Big gain for the Dolphins, as that is a gain of 14, tackled by Jalen Ramsey. Haven't really been able to talk about Ramsey. Of course, Ramsey and Jonnu Smith, the former Dolphin. Of course, Minka on the other side. Minka, definitely to me, a true Steeler. Really telling again with him gone. I don't know. I'll get into more of that later, I guess. I don't know why I was hoping someone would finish my sentence. To be honest with you, I mean, the Niners could still finish with the 1 seed. As Tua drops back, he's looking, fires up the middle. It is caught at the 40, and he's tackled at the 39-yard line. That is Jaden waddling his way to a first down, gain of 11. And again, that is another Miami Dolphins first down. So, yeah, no, I think the Niners need the Seahawks to win on Thursday night. And if the Niners win out, they get the 1 seed. It's actually amazing. Miami will have 150 yards on the ground tonight at minimum, sir. Steelers suck, and so does their uniforms and old Aaron Rodgers. Turbo, you couldn't be more wrong. Maybe the first sentence. Uniforms are great. Rodgers, I think, is fine. I don't think he's definitely doesn't suck by any means. He's just okay. As Tua, play action, looking over the middle. Tua fires down the left side. It is intercepted. Intercepted Pittsburgh. He's tackled immediately. That is Asante Samuel Jr. He was just elevated from the practice squad this week, making a huge play there. Tua kind of underthrew it, and Asante Samuel takes advantage. It's going to be Steeler football inside their own 20. Tua is on fire. What timing that was for you, Turbo. Would you like to let us know about Tua now? Tua, 200-plus passing yards? We'll see, maybe. But, again, great stuff there. Doc, your program is more entertaining than most other games. Thanks. Oh, you're welcome, James. Appreciate you again for tuning in, sir. Thank you. Thank you as always. Need Chris Boswell for 1.5 field goals. That's probably going to happen. Picked off. Yep. Turbo had a solid opening statement. Oh yeah, so solid. I'd like to again his second. I think his follow up there was pretty good. I like the follow up there, Turbo. Deuce Staley pick. Yep. I wouldn't say Tua's a joke, but he's definitely he's had a terrible year. Tua has had a bad year. He definitely, again, I'm sure there's Dolphins fans here, but if you're Dolphins and if he struggles again next year, it's time to move off. And I'm sure you guys probably want to move off him this year. I just don't see it happening realistically. Realistically, it's not going to happen. But next year, if he struggles again, I would say that's the opening for the Dolphins to move off. 3 plays away from a punt. Yep. Get him off the team. Jeez, It's the first quarter. Relax. Oh, yeah, no, we're chill. Hey, man, I'm just a broadcaster. I'm just going to make it pretty, got to elevate it. Patriot fans were insufferable yesterday. What happened? They lost. Why would they be insufferable? How's it going, Goku? Good to see you, man. How's it going? Pats fans are angry. Oh, man. Oh, geez. All right, well, you guys discuss that in the comments. Be civil. Be civil in the comments section. Let's go Steelers. There we go, George. Yep. Big play there. Again, the Steelers will have the ball inside the 22. Underthrowing the receiver there, Asante Samuel Jr. Looking like his dad out there with the pick. Good play there by, again, the Steelers. Skylar Bell is first team All-America. Oh, really? Wow, that's cool. I know I'm getting old because Asante Samuel's kid is playing in the NFL. He's a great pass player. Oh, no, trust me, I know. Oh, yeah, no, trust me, I know I'm old, too. I remember him. Asante Samuel with the Patriots and the Eagles. I remember him very well. He was a great corner. Not you, Doctor. Well, again, it is what it is. Got to defend the chat to an extent. But let's cover the points. We'll see. All right, we're working our way back here to Pittsburgh. As going to be Rodgers under center. Receiver to the right, receiver to the left. Tight ends in tight as they're at their own 19. Rodgers pointing out the linebacker, pointing out the mic. As Rodgers going to toss it out. This is Warren. Warren at the 20 and is tripped up at the 25. Oh, the ball came loose. Oh, man. Oh, no. What are they going to say? They're going to say it was down. Oh, I don't know. I think the Steelers better snap it. Let's see this replay. Well, maybe they're not going to show the replay that we want to see. They're going to show the last replay. Oh, geez. I don't know. Oh, man. I hope we hurry up and get to the line. They're saying it's a gain of 6, but again, the ball came out. Those of you watching with me, you're probably, ugh. What's good, Doc? How's it going, George? Good to see you. As Rodgers hands it up the middle to Warren, and Warren going to get close to the first down. Not quite, though. Going to mark him a yard short as he's tackled at the 28-yard line, as it'll be 3rd and 1. A neat stat for Tua. All 15 interceptions are against zone coverage. Wow. So man to man, he will dice you up. But you play zone, and he thinks that you're on his team or something. So 3rd and 1, gonna do the tush push here. It looks like, as Hayward trying to get him to jump. Hayward going to do the tush push, and I believe he's going to get the first down on the initial spot, or maybe not. The referee, I think, cutting him about half a yard. They're going to say it's 4th and inches. Hayward saying run it again. First UConn player to ever be first team All-American. Nice, dude. Yeah, he's great. Yeah, I don't know there, Jersey. Yeah, it's tough. I remember when Rocky Blyer, number 20, was playing. Man, that is before my time. I'm sure my dad would know. My dad liked Rocky Blyer a lot. So 4th and inches. They're going to go for it again. This time it appears he's got it. I will wait, though. And it looks like, yes, that is going to be in Pittsburgh. First down, Connor Hayward. Up the gut there. That's a gain of 1. Again, that is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. I'm so old. I remember when Cordell Stewart was the Steelers quarterback. I briefly remember him. I briefly remember. I remember him on the Bears for that 1 year, I think, in 2003. The ref's on the Dolphins side now. I thought it was a bad spot, but it is what it is. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. They're at the 30 as Rodgers going to be in the shotgun. Receivers to the left, receiver to the right. As Rodgers drops back looking to his right, he dumps it off to Gainwell. Gainwell stumbling at the 25 and is whacked at the 30-yard line. No gain on the play for Gainwell. Right now the Steelers offense not looking the greatest. And if you're just tuning in, it's 0-0 with about 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Steelers facing a 2nd and 10 at their own 30. As, again, the Steelers having the ball because of the Tua Tagovailoa pick. 2nd and 10 for Rodgers. Trips to the left, 2 receivers to the right. As Rodgers in the gun, takes the snap, drops back, looking to his right. He's looking, fires over the middle. It is caught at the 50. That is DK Metcalf as he's brought down at the 48-yard line, and the Pittsburgh Steelers have a first down as they were in Miami Dolphins territory at the 48. That's a gain of 22 to DK Metcalf. Nice throw over the middle, slicing and dicing the Dolphins defense for the moment, at least on that play. Finding the soft area in the zone. No one open no one over in the middle of the field. That was as easy as you can get it, really. Rodgers in the gun, trips to the right to 1 receiver to the left. As Rodgers going to hand it off. This is Warren. Warren up the middle at the 45, and he's going to be brought down at the 43-yard line. Gain of 5 for Jaylen Warren. Good stuff there. Good run, making it 2nd and 5 for the Steelers. Remember Rocky Blyer? Remember when Joe Gilliam was battling Terry Bradshaw? Oh, man. Yeah, that was a thing. I believe it's 74, if I recall. Again, I wasn't... my dad was only 4 years old. Just the Steelers' history there. 2nd and 5 at the 42. As Rodgers going to be under center. Receiver to left, 2 receivers to the right. As Rodgers fakes the throw and is going to hand it off. This is Warren bouncing it outside, but he's tripped up after a gain of 1. That is Jack Jones with the tackle. That was a good tackle there, too. Again, Warren, not exactly the easiest guy to bring down. Gary Anderson, number 9 kicker, yep. Actually met my own hero at camp, Raiders Dave Casper, the Ghost. The Ghost to the post there. That's cool. That is cool. 3rd and 3. They're at the 41. They need to get to the 38. As Rodgers in the gun, trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Rodgers takes the snap, drops back, looking to his right, fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Austin as Rodgers... Of course, typical Rodgers looking disgusted. And it looks like the Steelers are going to stay on the field, at least for the moment. 4th and 3. Of course, the analytics saying, they should go for it. I don't hate it, but man, they really, I'll hate it if they don't get it, I guess. If you can't get 3 yards, I mean, that's tough. Once again, there goes Rodgers. Quick snap. He's throwing to the left. It's caught by Gainwell. He's at the 35 and pushed out of bounds, as that is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Pushed out of bounds at the 32. That's a gain of 9. That was quick. There was nothing there. Again, Rodgers noticing the Dolphins defense were still moving around, questioning things, and he just finds the open receiver in the flat. Gainwell does the rest. Again, first down, Pittsburgh. Great Steeler and an American war hero who refused to succumb to his battle wounds before he went to Super Bowl. Yeah, no, it was pretty cool. Got shot, I think, in the foot or something, right? I think it was his feet or something like that. I could be wrong. As he hands it off to Gainwell. Gainwell making a guy miss. But it's all for nothing as he's tackled in the backfield for a loss of 1. Casper was also a player. I bet he was. Ravens pick 6 yesterday reminded me of the good old times with Ed Reed. Yep, I bet. Rodgers is so bad. Blames everyone but himself. Hey, man. I don't know. I like him. I like him. I used to not like him. But, I don't know. I would say the last 6 or 7. No, I'm not even trying there, I swear. Last 6 or 7 years, I think. I don't know. I've just liked him now. Rodgers drops back. He floats it out. It's caught by Warren at the 40. He's at the 35, and Warren is rocked at the line of scrimmage. Robinson with a huge tackle. Oh, man. He took a shot there. No gain on the play, as it'll remain 11 yards to go. Third down, 11 yards to go. Again, they're at the Miami 33. Jeez, that was a huge hit. That was Chop Robinson. 3rd and 11. Again, they need to get to the 22 for a brand new set of downs. Rodgers in the gun. 2 receivers left. 2 receivers to the right as Rodgers drops back, looking to his left. He steps up. Rodgers is going to go down. That is a sack. A loss of 9, and the Steelers will most likely have to punt. That's a tough one. And that is how the first quarter will end 0-0. I think we're not really surprised by that score, as the Steelers, again, most likely punting. As, again, it is, I guess I didn't mention how cold it is. It's 18 degrees there in Pittsburgh tonight as of kickoff, and it feels like 10, so kicking is going to be a little bit more difficult. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, again, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. The chat will forever be a big part of the channel. Of course, again, I'm going to be calling the game. That's why you're here. But yeah, no, the chat is a big part. And of course, let me know who you think's going to win tonight. Right now, 63% of you guys have the Steelers winning. 37% of you guys with the Dolphins. So again, thank you for tuning in. And, of course, let me know who you're pulling for. What team are you? I mean, you might think this team's going to win, but are you like a fan of this team? You a fan of this team? Like, are you a Steelers fan here? You a Dolphins fan here? Are you just a fan of the channel, fan of other teams? Let me know. Let me know. The Bus Drum Bennis. Yes, one of my first favorite players, for sure. It was 18 degrees here in North Carolina with 10-degree winds. It was pretty bad. Oof. 22-yard punt. I could see it. Browns beat the Dolphins. They did. I actually covered that game on the channel. Yeah, I've covered 5 Dolphins games. So 2 and 3 in the games that I cover. Who is your Steelers jersey? It's a custom one. It's actually me. This is number 13, and it is me. So yeah, of course that is Ben, and I have. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the other one. Let's see here. Who is your Dr. Delay fan? I appreciate it, Trisk. Thank you again. Thank you. At the end of the day, my street. At the end of my street was the ice cream shop. I remember in 1974 opening up Topps baseball card packs from there. Oh wow, very nice. Sorry, Doc, I'm on the Dolphins today. That's okay. That's okay, Ben. I like Patriots, if I recall there, Jim. Yep. First rule of Panther fan club is don't talk about the Panther fan club. I gotcha. Hawk Tua better get his act together this drive. Yep. Bills and Cowboys, Giants, and a Jet fan. A plethora of teams there, Caden. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight as we are working our way back here to Pittsburgh. Again, it's 0-0 Steelers looking like they're going to punt. Friday the 13th, yep. Texans fan here, but in my Pick'em league, I need Miami to win or not lose by more than 3 points so I can win first place overall for the week. Gotcha. Gotcha there, TK. Appreciate you again for tuning in. Again, the Steelers will be punting to start the second quarter as Waitman boots it away. Fair catch signal made. It's going to bounce at the 5 and roll into the end zone, so it's a net of 22, so Trisk was pretty close. He said 22-yard punt. Well, the net of 22, as the punt was actually 42 yards. Yeah, Trisk's there. Trisk loves. He has a bunch of cards, bunch of boxes, football, baseball. Rack packs open them while watching the Osmond show. Man, hey Doc, did you hear the excuse for sure this time? There's always something. There's always something. That's all I'll say on that. There's always something. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Dolphins as Tua. It's going to be under center. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Tua sends a man in motion again as he sends it up the middle. And he is not going to get much. The Steelers defense all over it. Tackled after a gain of 2. That was Jalen Wright on the carry, his first of the night. Let's see. Dolphins are much better than a record. I would agree. Tua's a problem. Yeah, it's tough. I would agree, though. The Dolphins, again, I did not guarantee this as a win. If anyone was tuning in throughout the days, the last few days, I'm like, that game on Monday is not a guarantee. I don't care about the weather. 2nd and 8, ball at the 22. Tua going to be in the pistol as Tua takes a snap, swings it out. It is caught. He's at the 20, the 25, and is pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's going to be a Miami Dolphins first down as Darren Waller makes an appearance tonight. His first catch there again, a gain of 8, good for a first down. I agree, McDaniel's a good coach. Not sure why they extended Huck to Okay, that is definitely not his name, but all right, we'll go with it for the night. They said they either added plays to the wristband or gave Shador. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Oh, my gosh. Ridiculous. 1st and 10 as Tua is going to be in the gun. Going to hand it off the middle to Achane. Achane making a guy miss and is brought down at the 35-yard line. That is a gain of 5 as Achane at 30 yards on the night, averaging 7.5 a carry, which, honestly, again, that's about right when it comes to the Steelers defense. Problem is Achane is on $4 million now. He command a big price. Oh, yeah, for sure. Tua and Hill are getting way more than they deserve. That's fair. That's fair. Rack packs. Yep, rack packs. Yeah, my dad, again, he had a bunch of those. Bunch of rack packs as it's 2nd and 5 at the 35. Hands it up the middle. Achane with the carry as he's brought down at the 38-yard line as that is a gain of 3. And some pushing and shoving now at the end of the play. Patrick Queen getting involved with the Dolphins offensive line. Again, a gain of 3. They're making it 3rd and 2 for the Dolphins. Achane's great. He's a great running back. He is very fast. He is really good. 3rd and 2 at the 38. Tua going to be in the gun. Receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. As again, they need to get to the 40-yard line. Tua drops back to pass, looking to his left. Now over the middle. Tua going to scramble, and he slides. And did he get the first down? He slid and did not get there. Going to be about a half-yard short, so he needed to. He gets 1.5 yards. And the Dolphins with an interesting decision here. Patrick Queen grabbing him in the ear hole. Well, that's a bummer. Shador fans just can't accept the fact he isn't all that. He is definitely not. Shador needs more reps, I guess. I don't know. I've seen rookies come in with no problem. That's just me. 4th and 1, Miami going to punt it, and I don't know if they're going to get this off in time, and they're not. So the Dolphins, some indecision there. Are they going to go for it? They're going to not. And they ended up not going for it, and they're going to have to pay the price, I guess, for taking too long, as they'll have to back up 5. So the Dolphins will have to punt from their own 35 now. Tua's afraid of injuries, yep. Bills might actually make the Super Bowl now that the Chiefs are gone. Yeah, probably. That will lower the shoulder. Well, I don't know. I've seen him lower the shoulder before. I mean, even after the injuries, again, just it's a little. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. As here is the punt, and that is going to be fielded by Austin at the 29, and he took a huge hit. Oh my goodness! As soon as Austin catches it, he paid the ultimate, maybe not the ultimate price, but a big price at that. As the Steelers will take over at their own 29. What a hit. So I shouldn't be afraid of never. Yeah, no, that's a legit concern. Chiefs made history, not make the playoffs. I don't know about that, but yeah, they're not in the playoffs this year. Miami defense playing well. I think it's more on the Steelers offense there, Seth, but I appreciate you again for tuning in. Like number 50, nice. Like number Ryan Shazier. Let's go Steelers, black and yellow. Oh, yeah, yes, sir. Appreciate you, Troy, for tuning in. 2 devices going. Oh, nice. Well, thank you. All right, Trisk. As a Browns fan, I'm happy to have Shador. Judy is a bust. Yeah, Judy is a problem. Again, I mean, hey, that's I'm glad you guys have both. Let's just say that. Whichever team from the AFC North makes the playoffs will get bounced out immediately. I don't know about that. I think the Ravens could probably legit beat anybody. The Steelers. Call me crazy. I'm only afraid of the Bills. Honestly, everyone else I think is beatable. I genuinely believe that. And there's really nothing you can say that can convince me otherwise. Anyone here wants to, what about this team? What did I just say? I said the Bills. Well, what about this team? Well, I kind of just said the Bills. What about this team? Well, I mean, didn't you hear me? I don't know. Anyway, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many people as I possibly can. So, yeah, no, definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let me know who you think is going to win tonight. Right now, 63% of you guys have the Steelers winning, 37% of you guys with the Dolphins. Again, appreciate you guys very much for tuning in. As, again, if you guys weren't here, I'd just be talking to myself. So thank you. Thank you for letting me call the game tonight. And again, if you do like what you're listening to, which is more of that traditional radio-style broadcast, but of course with, chat interaction, make sure to like and subscribe. It is free to do so for both. Don't think of it as a subscription. I know it's very misleading. It's just a follow button. It really is a follow button. All it is more sports on your feed. That's really what it is. And I think we all love sports, right? And of course, again, I call every Steelers game. And as mentioned earlier, I bounce around the NFL. More proof? Just check out my live section. I call a lot. Going to trade Dylan Gabriel? I don't think so. Maybe the offseason, yeah, maybe. Steelers could lose any team in the script. I just go to the Steelers will win over anybody. Yeah, that's fair. All right, 1st and 10 at the 29 is Rodgers under center. Receivers to each side. Looks like that is Warren in the backfield. Rodgers tosses to Warren. Warren at the 30. He's at the 35, the 40, 45, 50, and brought down at the 47, but there is a flag. And usually on big runs, you might as well just start walking backwards. Rodgers shaking his head. Oh, man. Holding. Of course it is. Holding on the offense. That wipes away the nice run. That is on Jonnu Smith, the former Dolphin. You scared of the Dolphins-Falcons then? They beat the Bills? No. I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess you could say the hold, but whatever. Browns need offensive lineman and receiver. They need a lot. They need a whole new team. I always liked Alan Ingle when he was on the Raiders, not so much Waller. Go Dolphins. Again, appreciate you, Rhoda, for tuning in. Red flag, yep. 1st and 20 at the 19 as Rodgers in the gun, looking over the middle, fires. It is caught at the 25 and brought down at the 26-yard line. Adam Thielen making an appearance tonight with a gain of 7. Oh, yeah, and just notice that Rodgers, again, playing with a fractured left wrist. I mean, you have to, again, that is not exactly feeling great. And again, he's already taken some hits as Rodgers drops back, checks it down. It's caught at the 30. This is Darnell, and Darnell at the 35. He won't go down. He's at the 36 before he's eventually gang tackled. They needed 7 Dolphins to bring him down. They tried to go low, and that really was a huge thing there because that kind of slowed down the momentum. But again, Darnell can just drag the entire team, it seems like. Or at least up to 6. Again, he was going forward with 4 of them on there. And then again, another 3 Dolphins came in. Oh, it is just a treat to watch Darnell Washington play. It really is. 3rd and 3 as they're at the 36. They need to get to the 39 for a brand new set of downs. Rodgers again in the gun. As Rodgers drops back, he's looking to his left. Over the middle. Rodgers goes down. That is a sack. And the Steelers will have to punt yet again. That is tough. Dang the holding call. Yep. What's up, everyone here? How's it going, Herbie? Good to see you, man. Let's see. There's definitely, I don't know. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff over the middle. Was that guy Minnesota Viking? Which one? Mount Washington. Yep. As the Steelers have to punt, there it is. Waitman punts it. It's bouncing at the 30, and it's going to be fielded at the 31, or downed by a Steeler at the 31-yard line. Not a great punt. Well, 40-yard punt. Honestly, not terrible. All right. Well, the Dolphins, once again, will have the ball as the score is 0-0. Again, big AFC playoff implications. That is true. I don't know if these teams are aware of that, though. Unbelievable. But it is what it is. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free again to chat down below, talk about whatever you like, especially, of course, during commercials. Like I said, I try to respond to as many comments as I can. Worse than a 2-yard pass. Yeah, that was just unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed. Again, the Steelers favored by 3.5. I mean, I don't know. I think it could have been like 0.5. Receiver number 19, that is Calvin Austin. Why do you ask there, Seth? What's with Calvin Austin? Let's see. Did I miss anything else? Whatever happened to spot fouls? Was that hold? I don't know. It's kind of random whenever they do a spot foul or whatever. I don't know. That's a fair point, to be honest with you. But no, yeah, it's kind of random. It is kind of random. And of course, let me know who you think's going to win tonight. Let's see how many people have voted. We have 150 votes in, so thank you again for voting. 63% of you guys with the Steelers are as far as who do you think is going to win tonight. 37% of you guys with the Dolphins. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Higher scoring Pens games. Yeah, Penguins games right now more scoring than this. Let's go more scoring than this. And I've covered 2 Penguins games. I don't know how many more I'll do, but it's been fun. I will definitely cover more. I don't know when. We got a lot of bowl games happening this month and the beginning of next, so I'll be covering a lot of football. What if the Pittsburgh Maulers will come back? It'd be cool. It'd be cool there, Vince. It would be really neat. Not this year, though. And again, we'll see. I don't know if the XFL will survive another year. That's been a thing that, like, they've been declining, ratings and stuff like that, which, I don't know. I think people tune in. It's just no one really goes to the games. I don't know. Week before Christmas, maybe y'all should let Rudolph guide the sleigh tonight. No. I'm good. I am definitely not pro Rudolph by any means. Definitely not. 7-6 Steelers, 6-7 Dolphins. Doing that. Oh my gosh. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Dolphins as they will have it at their own 31. Tua is going to be in the shotgun. Receivers to each side. as he sends a man in motion. Tua's going to hand it off. This is Achane. Achane's at the 30, and he's tripped up at the 35-yard line for a gain of 4. Nice gain there by Achane. Number 19, Cedric Wilson Jr. on Dallas. Yep, I think so. I don't know if he is there still. Just wanted to stop in real quick to drop a like. Thank you, Chris, for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. You mean Adam Thielen? Yeah, Thielen, he's what, 17, 16? I can't remember. Greg, how's it going? Go Steelers. Oh, yeah, appreciate it, man. We need all the support we can get. 2nd and 6 as Tua's under center. Receivers to each side. We got a fullback in the backfield as he sends a man in motion. And play action. Tua rolling to his left. Pump fakes. Tua throws it to the sideline, and it is incomplete. I don't know who that was intended to. There was a guy on the sideline there, but again, incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 6. What's up, Doc? Sorry I've been absent. Oh, you're good, man. The Bucs have had me in a deep depression the last month. It has been rough. It has been rough for the Buccaneers, but luckily, again, everything's in front of you. Everything's in front of you. And everything's in front of the Steelers as well. Can they take advantage? I don't know. We'll see. 3rd and 6. Both teams are allergic to third down tonight. Dolphins 0 for 2 on third. Steelers 0 for 5 as Tua drops back. Looking to his right. Steps up. Moving to his left is Tua. Tua throws. It is caught at the 45. A chance at the 40. And that's where he's tackled. Big play there as that is a gain of 24 yards. I guess that's the announcer's jinx, but that is a Miami Dolphins first down as they are in Pittsburgh territory. Oh, man, it looks like it's a wheel route or an angle route. A Texas route, I guess, is what the new games call it or whatever. But, yeah, 1st and 10 coming up for the Dolphins. Again, they're in Pittsburgh territory. As Tua's going to be under center, receiver to the left, receiver to the right. Tua sends a man in motion. Tua hands it off up the middle. He's at the 40 as he's brought down at the 37-yard line. That is Ollie Gordon. His first appearance of the night. Again, he's a solid back. Very solid back. The rookie out of Oklahoma State. Packers with so many players getting knee injuries yesterday. Yeah, I know, that was pretty insane. Pretty insane. Just everywhere in general, not just the Packers. It's crazy. Lots of stuff. A lot of freak accidents yesterday. As it's 2nd and 6 for Tua. He is under center at the 37. Tua drops back and is going to hand it off to Achane. Achane at the 35 as he's brought down at the 32-yard line for a gain of 5, bringing up 3rd and 1 for the Dolphins. We are approaching 6 minutes to go in this second quarter. Very fast-moving game. Really nothing happening so far. Miami still on Tyreek Hill. That would be dangerous for the Steelers. It would be dangerous. It's dangerous with or without, really, to be honest. I don't know. Tyreek got hurt, and the Dolphins started winning. So maybe they just started to run it more. I know Achane's really good. So 3rd and 1 for Tua and the Dolphins. They need a yard. Tua's going to hand it off up the middle, and he is dropped in the backfield. Big tackle by Patrick Queen. Just rushing up the guts. That is a loss of 3. And we do have an injured Dolphin. I don't know. Was that Ollie Gordon? Oh, man, that's rough. Oh, there was no one that he came up unblocked. That is easy as can be. Come on, Steelers. Yep, we definitely need them to do something here, Russ. Then, yes, Thielen on Minnesota since 14-22. Yep, Thielen, longtime Viking. Again, there's an injured Dolphin in the form of Ollie Gordon. Again, a 6th-round pick in last year's draft. That is really good value. And I'm very much a Ollie Gordon guy. He is very good. Of course, he's just, sitting behind one of the best backs in the game, Devon Achane. He's Achane. Achane to me, I know Goku has brought up that he's that Jahmyr Gibbs is the closest thing to Chris Johnson. I think Achane's the closest thing to Chris Johnson. He's just so fast. Here come the excuses from the Packer fans. I don't know, Mr. Rob. I don't know. I don't think there's any excuse. I think they're just disappointed. That's a big game Saturday. If the Bears don't beat the Packers that are hobbled and injured, there's some problems with Chicago. This is a 54-yard attempt from the left hash. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. He just snuck it in there as the Dolphins take the first points of the game. They lead 3-0 over Pittsburgh with 5:11 left to go in the first half. Joseph pulling for the Marine Mammals as the Miami Marine Mammals lead 3-0. Appreciate you, Joseph, for tuning in. Just realized could be Jose. Just noticed that. Could be Joseph or Jose. I don't know. I'll let you correct me if it's not a big deal. What do you mean there are problems with Chicago? We're 10-4. Okay, so if Chicago goes down this stretch and they don't win 2 of 3, they ain't winning a game at all in the playoffs. They only win 1. They could lose. I could honestly see the Bears just losing out. I really could. Sorry. It is what it is. Not really going to argue with you either. Don't feel like wasting the energy. I guess we'll find out in the next 3 weeks there, buddy. All right, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Dolphins leading 3-0. Of course, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. You can talk about the game. You can talk about the playoffs. You can talk about your Bears, whether I respond or not. I don't know. We'll see. And, of course, again, feel free to vote in the poll as 63% of you guys have the Steelers winning tonight, 37% with the Dolphins. So, again, appreciate you guys for voting in the poll. Has it been good defense or bad offense? Bad offense. Yeah, you don't even have to ask. Was the Steelers game involved? It's bad offense. Now, if it were like 20 years ago, even 15 years ago, oh, great defensive game. Oh, yeah, for sure. No, not anymore. Miami on the board. Yes, sir. I may have just seen that. Reasonable. Yeah, no, again, it's just there's something. And again, I'm sure Bears fans are probably annoyed with that. Like, no one really believes in us. There's a reason why. But again, if and I said this Sunday as well, Goku as well, he's a Ravens fan, his dad's a Bears fan, so he pulls for the Bears as well. And I told him, like, look, if you guys were to win 2 of the next 3 games, okay, those are quality opponents. You guys win 2 of those, I will shut up and say, yeah, the Bears can definitely go to the Super Bowl. You can't do that. You can't beat these guys when it's not the playoffs. And what makes you think you're going to beat them in the playoffs, I guess. That's kind of my point. They're solid. But let's see them beat the quality teams because they will have 3 great games. I mean, I'd like to cover them all if I can. I won't be able to cover Saturday's game. But yeah, Pittsburgh doesn't use their offensive weapons. I guess my response to that, Vince, is what weapons? They're tough. I don't know who's tough there as that kickoff's going to be bouncing at the 30. That is pretty tough for the Dolphins. You're going to give the Steelers the ball at the 40. So it'd be pretty cool to see them move 9 yards and then punt. Let's see. It's been since 85. I don't blame you. Just glad we have 10 wins. Oh, yeah, for sure. Bears have a tough schedule coming up. Yeah, they do. Bears will beat Packers and Lions. Again, we'll see. We will see. You sound like an SEC fan, the hypothetical there. We will see. Yeah, what's up, Doctor? Is there an echo in here? Nope, it's Dr. Tully. This guy. Appreciate you, Willie, for tuning in. As it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Steelers. They'll be at the 40. So the Steelers getting a little bit of a gift with the field position. Rodgers drops back, swings it out. It's caught in the flat. He's at the 40, the 45, and pushed across midfield. That is going to be a Pittsburgh Steelers first down, as that is Jonnu Smith with a gain of 10, knocked out of bounds by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Oh, man, I miss him. Jonnu Smith, again, acquired in the trade. I think that was a separate trade, too, with Jalen. I can't recall. I think it all happened the same day. I don't know. Anyway, 1st and 10 coming up for the Steelers as they are at midfield, right at the 50. Rodgers under center, receiver out wide. As Rodgers changing it up, he's only got 2 seconds. And he's going to snap it, hands it off to Warren up the middle. And Warren's going to get a few there as he's brought down at the 47-yard line for a gain of 3. Rams versus Patriots in the Super Bowl. Interesting there. Packers fans here, we're gonna get pounded Saturday. I don't know if I really agree with that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Steelers. It's a long 6, 2nd and 7. I'll just ignore ESPN there. Rodgers in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Rodgers, play action, moving to his right, fires. It's Darnell at the 45. He's at the 40, breaking a tackle and pushed out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Gain of 13, and that is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down as the crowd is going crazy. They love Darnell. I love Darnell. I think everybody loves Darnell. He's just a big guy. And he just tumbles his way down the field, but not before knocking over a few players as well. Hey, Doc, would you rather shed pixie dust or stick to every surface? Ugh. Probably I guess the pixie dust, but man, that is, oh, geez. 1st and 10, Rodgers drops back, looking to his left. Rodgers throws it to his left. It's caught at the 30. He's at the 25 and knocked out of bounds at the 24-yard line. That is another Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Kenneth Gainwell with the catch. As we're at 3 minutes left here in the first half. Again, the Dolphins leading 3-0. But the Steelers, for the moment, are driving. Let's go Ravens. Chubby there pulling for the Dolphins in this one, we can assume. Again, appreciate you for tuning in there. Washington's a weapon. He is. He's a big guy. I like him. I like him a lot. As looks like Pittsburgh going to take a timeout. Timeout Pittsburgh. That is their first. With 2:36 left to go in the first half. I guess they're going to talk it over. Eagles beat old Steelers quarterback Kenny Pickett. They did. Very sad to me. Someone on the Packers going to step up. I'm a fan of the Great Lakes Triangle. Steelers, Bills, and the Pack. Gotcha. No, I think, I don't know. I still buy the Packers. I know they lost Parsons, but I don't know. I'm a believer in the Packers for some reason. Don't ask me why. I just think they're, I don't know. I think they're going to have a decent run in the playoffs. Pickett, not the Raiders. Yeah, Pickett. Yeah, no, I may have to. I don't know. Everyone pick, and the reason I pull for Kenny is not because, he went to Pitt or anything. It's not a big deal. It's just that everyone kind of, picks on him. So I feel like I have to stick up for him. But not a good performance on Sunday, as Rodgers going to be under center at the 25-yard line. Receivers to each side. As I believe that's Gainwell in the backfield. Rodgers tosses to Gainwell down the right side, and he is going to run out of bounds around the 20-yard line for a gain of 4. That's Gainwell now positive in the rushing yards, as he's now at 3 rushing yards after the 4-yard gain. Go figure. And if I had to guess, the Steelers will probably let this trickle down to the 2-minute warning. Just a guess. I think that guess is going to be a very educated one and correct. Rodgers in the gun, 2-3 counting, sending a man in motion, and that is a 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning, Miami leading 3-0 over Pittsburgh. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free again to chat down below and talk about whatever you like. Again, I don't mind talking to you guys. I rather enjoy it. I really do. And, of course, let me know who you think's going to win tonight. 62% of you guys with the Steelers, 38% with the Dolphins. We're kind of seeing that number for the Steelers kind of go down a little bit. Wondering why Rodgers isn't wearing number 12. They're not going to – Bradshaw's jersey isn't retired. They just unofficially retired it. Or maybe they did officially retire it recently. I don't know. But no, they're not going to. Number 12 is not going to be worn ever again. Neither is 75. They haven't given out 7. They haven't given out 86. They haven't given out 43 as well. I mean, training camp they do, but not the actual Steelers team. There's more of them. I think 58, 59 also have been given out. A lot of them here. We'll love to see 6 here before the end of the first half. Would be nice. Would be a nice change of pace for the Steelers to actually score. Rhino wearing a Terry Bradshaw jersey. Nice. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely jersey I'd like to get. That's going to happen in the future, though. I don't have the funds to really buy jerseys at the moment. Lions franchise mode is so fun. Ugh. Yeah, I can't play any more Maddens, man. Can't do that. My favorite ones for the rebuilds, though. Madden 12, I rebuilt the Browns. I did. That was pretty fun. Took me a few years, though. I mean, that was rough, but we made them a powerhouse. That was with Colt McCoy, too. Made Colt McCoy into a legend. Colt McCoy. Jack Ham, yep. Jack Ham, number 59. Lambert, 58. I think, yeah, 52 as well. Mike Webster, I don't think they've handed out 52. Yeah, there's a lot of Steelers jerseys. They just don't hand out anymore Steeler numbers. They've handed out receiver numbers. 88, 82 were John Stallworth and Lynn Swan, but we've seen 82 and 88 over the years. But not 86. Not 86. Yeah. Just beat the Browns, this guy. All right, we're coming back here to Pittsburgh again. 2-minute warning. Miami leading 3-0 over Pittsburgh. So let's see what the Steelers can do here. Again, 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Steelers will receive the second half kickoff. So it'd be good to do score here, score there. Just saying. Hopefully they get the memo. As Rodgers going to be in the gun. Sends a man in motion. Rodgers, pump fake, swings it out. It's caught by Gainwell. Gainwell, he's at the 20 and brought down at the 16-yard line. Going to be about a yard short. As it looks like the Dolphins are going to take their first timeout with 1:49 left to go in the first half. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. Let's see here. How's it going, Nick? The deal with the Bears is Johnson is a good coach, but teams will figure out how to stop them because Caleb Williams is trash. Roma Dunze was hot at the beginning, hasn't scored since week 5. I don't know. I think Caleb hasn't played bad. I can't say he's good yet. I have a really high standard, folks. So, sorry if I say someone's not good. Like I said, I think these 3 games coming up for the Bears are going to answer a lot. Cam just set an NFL record for fewest interceptions, 1,000 pass attempts. Yeah, I think that could be taken in a lot of different ways. Oh, he doesn't really put the ball in harm's way, doesn't take risks. So I don't really like that record, Goku. You can flip that record. You can flip it easily. Mario saying 6'7". Mario, big fan of the 6'7". Really don't like the Steelers jerseys that much. I like the color rush. I do prefer these. I prefer the block numbers. Would be nice to see them go back to the block numbers full time. As it's 3rd and 1. Steelers are on the field. Rodgers under center. They need a yard. As Rodgers tosses to Warren. Warren cuts inside and does not get there. Tackled at the 15-yard line. They need to get to the 14.5. And that's going to be a timeout, Miami. Fitzpatrick on the tackle. You know Minka's going to have a big night tonight. 3rd and 1. They go with the toss. Shades of Todd Haley. Who will wear 43? No one. I don't think they'll ever bring back 43. He doesn't take risks. Did you not see that pass triple coverage that was caught for a touchdown? He was up by 2 scores. Not really a risky throw. I mean, I get what you're saying. It was risky, but it wasn't the situation. I get what you're saying, but you could look at it the other way. Like I said, Goku, the next 3 games, if they go 10-7, I mean, again, I think that answers a lot. Looks like they're going to go for it. It's going to be 4th and inches. And they're going to do the tush push. Yeah, the tush push is in effect, and I believe he's going to get it. So they do get the first down. Minka has the ball. Minka Fitzpatrick handing the ref back the ball, and that is going to be a first down for the Steelers. Oh, for the moment. Oh, jeez. If they didn't get that, I would have been pretty disgusted, to be honest with you. Eagles, Kelly Green is fire. Yep. That is pretty good. All right, it's going to be another timeout there for the Dolphins. So 1:26 left to go here in the 1:28 left to go here in the first half. Steelers will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 14 as the Dolphins have extinguished all their timeouts here. Rodgers tonight, 12 for 13, 95 yards. Pretty conservative day, but, I don't really know how things are looking down the field. A lot of screens, a lot of underneath stuff, but that's kind of been just the way they've been. The last few weeks. Wait, Minka's he's on the Dolphins. Traded him back to the Dolphins. So 1st and 10 for the Steelers. They again are at the Miami 14. Rodgers going to be under center as we have a man in motion. That is Thielen. As Rodgers takes a snap, fakes to nobody. Rodgers looking to his left, over the middle. Rodgers patting the ball, throws. It's caught at the 10. Gainwell at the 5, and he's tackled, pushed out of bounds at the 4-yard line. That is going to be a first down for the Steelers as they're facing a 1st and goal opportunity, again from the 4-yard line. Isaiah Polamalu, yes, I want him on the Steelers. He's really good. He is really good. Polamalu, and then there's the Hufanga guy who's also not related to Polamalu, but I think Polamalu was a mentor. If you're connected to Troy Polamalu, you got to get him on the Steelers. 1st and goal for Rodgers and the Steelers, setting Washington in motion. Rodgers pitches it out to Gainwell. Gainwell breaking a tackle, ripped at the 5 and brought down at the 4. And Gainwell went down awkwardly as there is a flag. Hopefully Gainwell's okay, and we'll probably see a face mask. Again, Gainwell's face was trying to stay on his face, but again, the Dolphin trying to rip his. Yeah. That is 100% a face mask. Going to be half the distance to goal. It's going to be a first down again for the Steelers. They'll just move from the 4 to the 2. Steeler emojis. Yep. We got Steeler emojis here. Again, I really need to update those. I'll probably get a better Steeler one too in the near future. 1st and goal for the Steelers. They will have it at the 2. Again, 1:15 left to go in the first half. The Dolphins have allowed 0 rushing touchdowns in the last 5 games. I wonder why they're showing that graphic. Rodgers saying red wind. Red wind. What is red wind? Well, Thielen doesn't know. Rodgers hands it off to Warren up the gut, and it's going to be short, tackling him at the 1. A gain of 1 for Warren. Top NFL uniforms. Eagles 1, Steelers 2, Bears 3, Colts 4, Cowboys 5, Browns 6, 7. Well, hold on. I just missed that. I have no idea. Giants 8. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that list. Decent uniforms on there. 2nd and goal at the 1. Rodgers saying red wind again. Red wind. You've heard of Omaha. Have you heard of red wind? Rodgers in the gun. He takes the snap and hands it off to Warren up the middle. He's leading, and he's going to be denied once more. And it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1. Yeah, I got to get rid of those emotes there. Goku. Enjoy him for now. I'll try to remember and get, we'll adjust for next week. Wow. I don't know. Warren may have gotten in there at the end. No, he's short. So, yeah, timeout Steelers. They will take a timeout with 21 seconds left. They, again, are at the half-inch line. Or should be. I don't know. They probably are at the 1 because the referees are blind. So, anyway, yeah, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Steelers knocking on the door As again, that's the score, and it's, yes, you are seeing that correctly. It's the second quarter. These teams hate scoring. That's why the score is so low. They think it's golf, as the lowest score wins, apparently. But the Steelers, though, looking to change that. They've realized they're playing football. They are at the Miami 1, facing a 3rd and goal opportunity. Hayward with the tush push, and it looks like he is in. Touchdown Steelers. The Dolphins, though, are pretty adamant that he was not in, so they may review it. But for the moment, we got a Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown. As the touchdown turkey, he, of course, is unbiased. He just loves touchdowns. Connor Hayward with a 1-yard rushing touchdown, giving the Steelers the lead. All right, let's see. He's in. He is definitely in. After that angle, yeah. Dolphins were pretty adamant about it. But the Steelers have just taken the lead as we're pending the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. And the Steelers lead 7-3 with 17 seconds left to go in the first half. Touchdown. No touchdown turkey. Oh, no, we got it. We got it there, Yin Yang. One punch. Oh, yeah, turkey. Turkey's a big part of the channel now. Started out as just a Thanksgiving thing, but everyone loves the turkey. So the turkey is here. He's just chilling here on the side. He'll peek in every now and then. But he loves touchdowns. And he cheers for both sides. He will cheer against the Steelers. He cheered a lot against the Steelers with the Bills game. It was really, I had to look at him a few times, what the heck are you doing? But, again, like I said, he's unbiased. He just loves touchdowns. Again, appreciate it, Chris, for tuning in, man. What's up, Dr. Lay? Beat them Dolphins. You the man. You're the man, True Raider. Appreciate you for tuning in. As always, thank you again. Sorry about the Raiders, man. Sorry about Kenny. That was rough. Oh, man. Anyway, I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. The chat is a very big part of the channel, so don't hesitate to feel, to feel involved. If you just want to chat away, feel free to talk about the game, talk about the playoff picture, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. And, of course, feel free to vote in the poll. Let me know who you think is going to win tonight. Just kind of seeing what is the chat, most of the chat thinking here. Right now, 61% of you guys have the Steelers winning, 39% with the Dolphins. So, again, appreciate you guys for voting. Let's see how many votes we got. We got 202 votes. That's a lot of votes. So I thank you again for voting. Of course, can't get Barner in the end zone. I don't pick this guy, and he scores. I'm garbage. Yep, I'm sorry. Who is Barner? I can't. Who is Barner? Bill beats. Am I just? Can I not think of who Barner is? There's an AJ Barner. I don't know who that is, but that name comes to mind. Bills beat the Steelers this year. Yes, sir. I'm aware. Oh, yeah. I was there. Again, I've covered every Steelers game, folks. If you are a Steelers fan, just letting you know, this is what I do. I do call games, but, of course, it's not just a Steelers channel. Though, again, I do cover every Steelers game. They take priority over every game. I cover other games as well. Again, the Dolphins have been shown off. This is their 6th time featured on this channel. So, again, this is a football channel for everybody, not just a Steelers channel. So feel free to subscribe. It is free, folks. As we're on our way back here to Pittsburgh, as Boswell is readying to kick things off. Again, only 17 seconds left, as there is the kickoff, and that's going to be bouncing into the end zone for a touchback, so not ideal there. But Miami will take it at the 35. They can easily go 20 yards, 30 yards in 17 seconds. But they don't have any timeouts, so there is that. Quarterback comparison, we'll actually go over the stats at halftime. But, again, Tua with the pick, and it's kind of a big deal now. A.J. Barner from Seahawks, that's right. Cost me parallel yesterday. Oh, man, it's tough. That is tough. All right, 1st and 10 for Tua and the Dolphins. Again, they find themselves down for the first time this game. As, again, they don't have any timeouts, only 17 seconds to work with. As Tua going to be in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. As Tua is going to hand it off up the middle. This is Achane. Achane cutting inside at the 40 and is brought down at the 42-yard line. So I guess the Dolphins had pretty much conceded there. That's going to take us to the end of the first half. Steelers leading 7-3 over the Dolphins. So they're looking for their first primetime win of the year. Jeez, Dolphins get a field goal. Nope. Patriota to Doc. I'm a little lost there. Jim, my bad. All right, so it is halftime again. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Of course, for halftime, I really got nothing. Again, if you guys want to chat down below. I'll get to, again, everything in the comments section. Comment section, again, a very big part of the channel. And that is pretty much it. Again, I'll probably go over the stats in a moment or so, and then we'll, of course, talk about the playoff picture because, again, a lot of stuff happening these final few weeks. Patriots to Doc. Yeah, no, the Steelers did meet the Patriots. Again, obviously it wasn't a great game. The Steelers forced 5 turnovers and only won by a field goal. That's unbelievable. All right, anyway, we're going to go ahead and look at the stats here for each team. 2 of 5 for 8, 61 yards and a pick. Rodgers 13 for 14, 105. He's taken 2 sacks. Miami, Achane, he is 8 carries, 49 yards, Wright 1 for 2, Tua 1 for 1, Gordon 2 for 0. Pittsburgh rushing, Warren 8 for 20, Hayward 4 for 4 and a touchdown, the only touchdown tonight. And Gainwell 3 for 3. Sorry, there's nothing to be sorry about, Jim. You're good. Miami receiving, Achane 2 catches, 23 yards. Hill, not Tyreek, Julian Hill, 1 for 20. Waddle 1 for 10, and Waller 1 for 8. Pittsburgh, Gainwell 6 for 41. Washington 2 for 23. Metcalf 1 for 22. Smith 2 for 20. 2 for 12. Thielen 1 for 7, and Warren 1 catch, 0 yards. This is John Venable Go Steers. Appreciate you, John, for tuning in. I'm assuming you mean Steelers, so I appreciate that. Again, if whether you're cheering for the, cheering for the Steelers or Dolphins, it's not really going to bother me here. But again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. All right, so we got first downs here for the Steelers, 10. Dolphins with 5. Steelers with 116 yards. The Dolphins with 113 yards per play. Dolphins with 5.6. Steelers 3.7. So the Dolphins have been more efficient. But Steelers winning on the scoreboard. Penalties for the Dolphins: 3 penalties, 6 yards. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And the Steelers 1 penalty, 10 yards. They have more time of possession, 17 minutes and 48 seconds. The Dolphins 2 for 12. So there you go. And again, the playoff picture. This game is garbage. They really should not give Rodgers another year. I don't know. Again, I disagree. I think it's up to him. It's official. Gainwell has punched my ticket to the second round of the playoffs and Dynasty Fantasy. Well, nice. Very good, Willie. Very good stuff there. All right, again, as most of you guys already know, as far as who clinched their ticket to the playoffs this year, the Broncos have done it. They, of course, currently the number 1 seed in the AFC. They are 12-2. As far as teams very likely to clinch, the Patriots, a 99% chance they will make the playoffs. The Jaguars at a 96% chance to make the playoffs. Very likely for them. Patriots at the 2, the Jaguars at the 3. The Steelers, not so likely. They currently have a 54% chance to make the playoffs. They are currently at the 4 spot. At the 5 spot, we have the Chargers, who will enter next week with a 10-4 record, a 92% chance to make the playoffs. At the 6th, the Buffalo Bills, 99% chance to make the playoffs. They are looking pretty good down the stretch. And again, they may be taking the AFC East. I think that is very much on the table. Texans at the 7 seed with a 9-5 record and a 95% chance to make the playoffs. On the bubble, the Colts 8-6, 17% chance. Ravens with a 47% chance with a 7-7 record. And of course, the Dolphins are 6-7, so very much a team that is most likely out. But again, if they win, a lot of stuff goes their way. They could find themselves in, but a lot of stuff has to happen. 8-ball, will I win the fantasy championship? Hopefully you do, Willie. It's not Rodgers' fault. Arthur Smith is a horrible offensive coordinator. It's just a lot of problems with the Steelers and coaching. It really is. You're like, where's the dude from last night? Are you talking about me? I'm assuming you are loud. I appreciate you again for tuning in. And Dominique Lay saying, go Texans. Texans again at the 7 spot, most likely going to make the playoffs. They've been playing very good lately. So again, appreciate you, Dominique Lay, for tuning in. And Kylie saying, go Steelers. So again, appreciate you, Kylie, for tuning in. All right, for the NFC, of course, again, the Los Angeles Rams clinched their playoff spot with a win over the Lions. I, of course, covered that game. It was a pretty high-scoring game, pretty nice game. In the 2 spot right now, the Bears, with a 74% chance to make the playoffs. They are, again, 10-4, looking pretty good. But, again, 3 difficult games. And, again, I think it's, I was, of course, interacting with Bears fans earlier. And I was giving a little hard time for saying, they have a tough schedule coming up. And there they are, again, a 74% chance. Not a 99 like their number 2 seed counterpart in the AFC. Very interesting there. It might be a reason why it's not 90-something. It's 74. And, again, a big game here. I understand, again, Parsons is out. But you lose that game, then what are you? What are you at that point? All right, Eagles at 9-5, a 99% chance to make the playoffs. They're at the 3 spot. Buccaneers with a 77% chance to make the playoffs. I think that's a little too high there. They are 7-7. Seahawks with a 99% chance to make the playoffs. They're 11-3. And the 49ers with a 98% chance to make the playoffs. They're 10-4. And there is a chance, of course, for the Niners to actually get the number 1 seed. If the Seahawks beat the Rams this Thursday, which, again, I'll be covering here on the channel. So, again, subscribe to the channel to get the notification. So I'll be able to be your voice for Thursday Night Football. But if the Niners win out and the Seahawks win that game, the 49ers will be your number 1 seed. Very impressive stuff there. Packers 9-4-1. They are the 7 spot right now with an 88% chance to make the playoffs. Let's see here. What am I missing here? Cowboys 10th. Yep. Steelers got Detroit and the Ravens. Ravens got New. Yes, it's going to be a very interesting week next week. Official scores go Dolphins. Yep. Hey, they're looking all right. Smiley Beatos. Go Phillip Rivers. Yeah, no, he's great. He actually wasn't too bad. Watching some other dude, and I'm like, dang, that ain't fam. Oh, appreciate you, man. Unless you're not saying that was me. Oh, well, it is what it is. Appreciate it, though. Appreciate you for tuning in. You're a Bills fan, but got money on the Dolphins. Oh, well, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. For the first time, I guess I can say, I hope you don't win. Usually I do pull for bets, but not you, man. I'm sorry. Steelers need the win. Took over this dynasty team. They had Lamar and Henry stacked. It traded for Stafford and Jones. That is what got me in the playoffs. Oh, wow. I don't know. I feel like Lamar and Henry could get you in. Again, Lions at the 8, Panthers at the 9, Cowboys at the 10. Again, if the Eagles win just one more game, the Cowboys are donezo. They are donezo if that happens, and it's very likely it happens. That'd be a choke job. Let's see, your Rhino giveaway touchdown Sasquatches. Really, that's cool. It's only a matter of time until Mr. Burns. Mr. Burns, how? I don't think they're identical there. He throws a pick. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know if how many picks has he thrown? I'm actually genuinely curious there. Mr. Rogers has thrown 7 interceptions. That's not really a lot of interceptions. That's once every 2 games. So I don't know if I agree there, Hulk. I don't know if I agree there. It's only thrown 7. That's not exactly a lot. But, I mean, hey, it might happen. I did say, again, Minka Minka Fitzpatrick, he's due. I know he wants to make a big play, especially against the Steelers. Like, oh yeah, I could see it happening. I can see it happening. But again, I understand there's a lot of people not a fan of Rodgers, but you know, if you put Mason Rudolph as the quarterback for the last 13 games, they're not 7-6. If you put Will Howard, which again I know he's been hurt, they're not 7-6. They'd be much lower. They really would be. Rodgers has done a lot, especially at the beginning of the year, but again, just at this point, we're kind of just seeing the same thing that's happened to the Steelers, what's happened to the last 5 or 6 years of the Steelers. You know, they're just falling apart down the stretch. That's just what it is. It's not really a quarterback thing. It is a team thing with the Steelers. What's your favorite Christmas movie and song? Good question. I love Christmas. I'm a big Christmas guy. So, first off, Merry Christmas to everybody here. Appreciate you guys again for tuning in. Just in case I don't see you again, Merry Christmas. There's so many. I would say the one I just enjoy watching the most is probably Home Alone. Home Alone 1, the first one, with Kevin McAllister. As far as song, I don't really know if I have one. I do like Christmas music in small doses. Can't really take it in large doses. Then I get a little tired of it. But it's a good question. I don't know if I really have a favorite song. I don't really listen to music much. I listen to music, but maybe it's not really what most people would listen to or stuff like that. Most sacked quarterback in the league? Yes, that is true. Go Niners. Yep, Niners again. Still have a shot for the 1 seed. Willie and Vince. I'm assuming you guys are both Rising Rhino there. Rising Rhino Nation. Again, appreciate it. Rising Rhino Nation, a big fan of the. We're friends. We're friends with each other pretty much. Rising Rhino and I. We definitely need to collaborate soon. Favorite Home Alone movie. Favorite movie, Home Alone. Yep. You're doing anything special for Christmas? I am not. I am not. No. That's a tough one. I'll have to talk to you later there, Dominique. Carol of the Bells is awesome. Carol of the Bells. I need a lyric. I can't think of it at the moment. Jose pulling for the Dolphins. Right now, again, a 4-point game. Merry Christmas to you and yours too. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Green. Appreciate it. How is, again, I know Rhino's having internet issues. Hopefully everything's going okay over there. Again, Rising Rhino. Again, feel free to search him up and subscribe. Let me actually, again, I'll put the link in the chat for him. Because, again, I am a big fan of Rising Rhino. And, again, he has been very supportive of the channel. So please feel free to head over there or at least, subscribe to the channel. Because, again, he has been a very big supporter of me, believer in me. As, he connected me with a lot of other play-by-play guys on YouTube. So, feel free to subscribe to him. Again, his link is in the chat. All you got to do is go click on it, subscribe. Again, it is free, folks. We don't charge you nothing. We're just like that. We're so nice. You live not far from Rhino. Nice. Yeah, again, he seems like a nice guy. He really does. Run A-Chain more. Probably will. Go Pittsburgh. Score touchdowns. We need it. As we're working our way back to Pittsburgh here, 7-3. Again, the Steelers will have the ball to start the second half. The new guy, Rhino Raid, is funny. Okay, nice. Yeah, rating again. I'll do that whenever I think I'm more established. Right now, I'm just kind of focused on my own channel, but I definitely want to spread the love. Again, I've been very, very blessed in that regard. Al Baker had 23 sacks and 78. Yeah, it's a shame they didn't really count sacks back then. Dun 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 dun. Christmas is here. Dun 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 dun. I don't know if I had the right tune there. I don't know. I have to look that up later. But yes, we are again. We're back here. Miami going to be kicking off to Pittsburgh as we are again about to be underway. The referee in the way. What else is new? Again, Pittsburgh leading 7-3 as there is the kickoff. Fielded at the 5, he's at the 10, the 15, 20, 25, and tripped up at the 29-yard line. Looked like Warren had some space there, but just couldn't stay on his feet. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Steelers. Again, they'll have it at their own 29-yard line. Mike McDaniel was interviewed there on the sideline. 3 points in the first half, second lowest this season. In week 1 against the Colts, they were held to 0. They were held to 0 points. Of course, they ended up losing that game to the Colts, who they, of course, had a great first start of the year, but last few weeks have not been kind to them as Rodgers under center, sending a man in motion as we have a receiver out wide to the right. As Rodgers going to hand it off up the middle. This is Warren at the 30, and he's going to fight forward to the 35-yard line. Good effort there, as that is a gain of 6. So a good start to the half for the Steelers. Officials 22.5 by Watt Strahan. Yep, probably going to be broken this year, sadly, by Garrett. Doing tonight, my friend. How's it going, Mr. Scott? Good to see you. Appreciate you, man. As it's 2nd and 4, Rodgers going to be in the gun. Let me turn up the commentators. Can't barely hear them. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Rodgers takes a snap, and it's going to hand it off to Warren up the guts. They're pushing him forward as he's brought down about a half-yard shy of the first down marker, tackled at the 38-yard line. Third quarter. We're already in the third quarter there. Obviously, even though I'm indeed a Cowboys fan. Again, appreciate your support, sir. 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry up here. Rodgers in the gun. Going to hand it off up the middle. Warren's got the first down as he is tackled at the 40-yard line. Gain of 2, and again, a first down for the Steelers. Warren at 31 yards on the night. Has kind of been bottled up there, to be honest with you. Again, under 3 yards a carry. Steelers, though, converting their second third down of the game. It's been a rough night for the offense. Both sides. Again, Dolphins 1 for 4 and third down. The Steelers 2 for 8. Rodgers in the gun. We got receivers to each side as Rodgers going to hand it off up the middle. This is Gainwell. Gainwell at the 45. Breaking a tackle at the 45. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, 35, 30. And Minka is going to push him out at the 20-yard line. Big run by Kenneth Gainwell. That is a gain of 40 yards, and that is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. As apparently Jack Jones getting in DK Metcalf's head, or at least in his face. Hopefully he's not in his head. So a huge run there for the Steelers. Actually going to mark him out at the Miami 22, but it's still a gain of 38. Very good stuff. How come Steelers don't use Muth on offense anymore like they used to, like he was Kelsey? Pretty much. I mean, they made the trade for Jonnu Smith, and of course Darnell's kind of had a bigger role lately. And again, the way Arthur Smith really runs his offense, he likes tight ends. He likes big tight ends. And Muth, Freiermuth, he's kind of a, skinny, if that makes any sense, skinnier tight end. He's not really a big guy. So that's kind of why he's not really on the field much. As Rodgers under center at the 22 is going to hand it off up the middle. Gainwell making a guy miss at the 20, and he's brought down at the 19-yard line. Gain of 3. Gainwell with a very good effort there. Again, Gainwell's been a very pleasant surprise for the Steelers this year. And again, showing it the last few plays. Again, making a guy miss and fighting for extra yards. Dak is so unappreciated. His stats are pretty high in historic value. Yes. Again, I guess I'm one of those people that just kind of unappreciate him because, again, to me, that's a lot of empty calories, I think he'll beat up on the big teams or the small teams, but when it comes to big games, he seems to crumble. Rodgers, play action. Rodgers steps up, floats it over the middle. It is caught. That is a Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the former Packer, finding the end zone, as that is a Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown. The touchdown turkey, of course, he loves touchdowns as the Steelers lead 13-3. pending the extra point. Neither of these teams can win a playoff game. I guess I disagree there. I disagree. Depends on who they play because, again, there are no great teams this year. And that's why I think it's very much wide open. Not saying the Steelers or Dolphins are a good team, but I am not convinced that there's a single great team in the NFL this year. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. 14-3 is your score as the Steelers have scored touchdowns on back-to-back drives. That is a positive. I don't know when's the last time that has happened. But yes, the Steelers leading by 11 with 11:20 left to go in the third quarter. Dixon Way. I've heard of him. I know he's a friend of Rhino and JJ. I have not talked to him or met him yet, really. Hurts is way better than Mahomes. Whoa, let's chill out there, Seth. Arthur Smith didn't use Kyle Pitts when in Atlanta. He doesn't understand how to use pass-catching tight ends. He's awful. Arthur Smith, again, he's kind of he wants to physically overwhelm you. He's not a finesse guy. Not saying that, obviously when you hear, it's a finesse, not really physical, whatever, that's finesse. Finesse is used as a bad term. It's not really. The NFL nowadays, it's a lot of finesse, a lot of short plays, a lot of screens, a lot of stuff like that. That's why you see a lot of speedsters, they can change the game. Of course, they've always been able to change the game, but you feel like a lot of that now, again, with all the screens and the short passes and all that stuff. So, but yeah, no, Freiermuth would probably best be served on a different team. Especially if we're keeping Arthur Smith, we're keeping Tomlin, and keeping all these guys. That's Freiermuth. He's just not going to be involved with the way Arthur Smith and Tomlin want this offense to be run. Touchdown Rodgers. Yep, you know it, Ray. We got it. 14-3 as the Steelers again back-to-back drives where they've scored. And again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. As always, feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. The chat will forever and always be a big part of my channel. It always has been. When I was at 10 subs, it was like that. When I was at 500 subs, it's like that now. At 3,000 again. Just started this channel this year, and my goal is to cover as many games as I possibly can. I love the Steelers, of course. Steelers fan, NFL fan, college football, MLB, and I've even done 2 hockey games, and there'll be a third for sure. I don't know when. But yeah, and of course, feel free to vote in the poll. Right now, 59% of you guys have the Steelers winning, 41% with the Dolphins. As, we're seeing that Steelers percentage go down and down. Pretty much despise Mahomes, but no way Hurts is better. Yeah, no, Mahomes is definitely better than Jalen Hurts. Who has scored the 2 touchdowns tonight's game? We have Connor Hayward with a rushing touchdown. And then there was Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I agree. The AFC has absolutely no standout at all, especially after the Chiefs Mahomes demise. Look for 7-8 seeds. Yeah, no, I could. There's no 8 seeds. As there is a penalty there. Boswell kicking it short of the landing zone. Miami's going to have it at the 40. But I think there's a legit chance that we will see for the first time ever a 7 seed beat a 2 seed. I think that's very much on the table. And again, tell me I'm wrong. Look at the 2 seeds right now. Look at the 7 seeds. You're not going to see much of a difference. Years past, you can tell the difference. No, not this year. Do you do any legal sports betting in Pennsylvania? So again, I was born in Pennsylvania. I do not live there anymore, as my parents moved from Pennsylvania to Texas at the age of 8, and that is where I remain. I live in Texas, so no more Pennsylvania for me. Though I do miss it. I was up there this summer. 1st and 10, as Tua's going to be under center at their own 40. Tua sending a man in motion. Hands it off. This is Achane. Achane is going to be wrapped up, as that is Cameron Hayward, as he makes the tackle. Very good play there by Cameron Hayward, the guy that held out at training camp. They shut Miami run game down somewhat. Achane again. He's averaging over 5 yards a carry. That was a rare I don't know. They really need to give it to Achane more. That was a rare good stop for the Steelers. Got him Mountaineer races. I don't even know what that is. But, yeah. 2nd and 10 at the 40. In the gun is Tua, sending a man in motion. Tua drops back, looking to his left. Now to his right, dumps it off. It's caught by Gordon. And Gordon's going to be brought down at the 44. That is not Gordon. That was Ingold. Alec Ingold on the catch. So a gain of 4, 3rd and 6 coming up. This season is no standout team. Exactly. I agree. No sports betting. Nope. No. None in Texas. None in Texas. Legality of the cards. Yeah. No, nothing in Texas. No casinos or anything like that here. 3rd and 6. As Tua's going to be in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. They need to get to the 50 for a brand new set of downs. As Tua drops back, he's moving to his left. Tua under pressure, and he goes down. Jalen Ramsey in on the sack. That is a loss of 12, and the Dolphins will have to punt it away. Tua was under duress immediately. There was no chance that that play was going to really work. As, again, the Steelers bring in blitz. The blitz there, 5 of them. And, again, Ramsey, the one that got home. Ingold with a terrible block. I don't even know if he did block. That was pretty bad there. But I won't complain as a Steelers fan, as the Dolphins will punt it. And then it's going to be fielded. Good punt. Fielded at the 15. Austin's at the 20, spinning around, and is brought down at the 23-yard line for a return of 8 yards. 53-yard punt. Again, a really good punt there by Jake Bailey. And the Steelers will take over. Again, a good defensive stand there by the Steelers for a change. So, yeah, 9:06 left to go in the third quarter. 14-3. That's interesting. I was reading my great-great-grandfather's farm journal last week, and I found a 39 wager sheet for the World Series. Really? That's pretty cool. Let's see here. There's a social clubs. You can play poker. I'm sure there's a lot of like game rooms and all that. Yeah, but I'm good. I'm good on that. Do a Monday show called Monday Morning Coach, and my co-host is a big Cowboys fan. It's pretty funny with me being a Broncos fan. Nice. But then county official. No, trust me. The game rooms. There was actually a huge sting like last. I think during the summer there was. Like they were just taking them down. But Chargers stood out to me defeating the Chiefs twice. No, that's fair. The Chargers again are good, but again, there's something that would make most of us just like, do we really buy the Chargers? Yeah, maybe it's the historical thing. The Chargers never winning a playoff game, or not playing a playoff game, Super Bowl. I don't know. We'll see. And Herbert has been in the playoffs twice, and he's looked bad in both games. So we'll see. I'm glad you were wrong on your score prediction when I asked you the other night. Yeah, right. Ramsey got big play. Yeah, for sure. Is it just me, or is anyone else laughing that the Chief run has come to the end? I don't know. It's nice to see some change. It's nice to see another team get a chance to go to the Super Bowl. But subscribe to this guy and get to 3,500. No one better than Dr. Lay. Just wait for the Christmas surprise. No idea what that even means there, Trisk, but thank you. No idea what Christmas surprise you're talking about. But yes, appreciate you guys again for tuning in. Feel free again to chat down below. I try to get to the chat. The chat is always and will forever be a big part of the channel. So if you want to feel involved, chat away. And of course, let me know who you think's going to win this game. The Steelers with a 61%, or you guys have a 60. I can't speak. 61% of you guys have the Steelers winning, 39% with the Dolphins. So again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. As this is a long commercial. Geez, Andy Reid was supposed to leave a year ago. I might leave this year. Whatever happened to Antonio Brown's attempted murder charge? I don't know. I have no idea. I've heard about that too. Used to live in Fort Worth by the Stockyards. Loved everything but heats. Yes, a lot of heats. Where I live, it's humid, hot and humid, and I hate it. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Yep. Do you play fantasy football? Yes, I do. And I would say good. Not great, but good. Pretty solid. I'm due for the playoffs in every league. It's just, I usually am very unlucky with injuries and stuff like that. 1st and 10 at the 23 as Rodgers in the gun, drops back, looking to his left, fires. It is caught. DK making a guy miss, but then he's tackled by the guy that he made miss. I don't know how that even works, making him fall on the ground, and then he runs back right into him. Well, whatever. 5-yard gain there for the Steelers. As the 2nd and 5 at the 28. Rodgers in the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Rodgers swings it out. It's caught by Darnell. And Darnell is dropped at the 30 as Jack Jones going low. And that's how you need to do it. Put some respect on the Dallas offense. Yep. Excited for the... Yeah, apparently. As this guy high. I have no idea what you're talking about, brother. There is Rodgers going to throw it down the field, and it is incomplete. Useless trucker. Sounds like you are living, your name there correctly. If Pittsburgh scores one more time, I'll start to breathe easier. We'll see. Here we go. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see there. Again, 4th and 3. It looks like the Steelers will punt. They move pretty quickly. I think Rodgers was expecting a flag or something. I'm not too sure. Again, nothing doing there, and the Steelers will... So there is a flag. There is a flag, and it's going to be on Miami, and that's going to be a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. There we go. You're going to do Rangers games. I cannot, actually. So... I can't do Rangers or Astros unless they're on national TV, so I'm very sorry about that. They use Muth as he has the best hands on the team. They just usually don't. They usually have they have Smith and Freiermuth. 1st and 10 here at the 35 as Rodgers under center. As Rodgers going to hand it off up the middle. He's at the 40, and he's brought down at the 45-yard line. They're going to actually mark him at the 44 for a gain of 9. Gainwell on the carry right up the guts. How long have you and JJ been friends? When did we meet? Again, Rising Rhino did a lot. He's the one that networked me into with all those guys. I don't know, the summer, maybe July, as Rodgers going to hand it off. This is Gainwell. Gainwell gets the first down, breaking tackles at the 50, and he's brought down at the 47-yard line. That is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Look at that. First down, Steelers. Your brother's Dolphins fan since Bob Greasy. Okay. That is quite a bit. As Rodgers drops back, throws it over the middle. It's caught by Gainwell at the 45, and he's tripped up at the 42-yard line for a gain of 5. Gainwell, that is his 7th catch of the night. You got so confused. Yeah, no, I was kind of my bad there. 2nd and 6, Rodgers in the gun. They're at the 43, not the 42. As Rodgers going to be in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Rodgers trying to draw him off. Then this clock ticked down. Rodgers drops back, looking to his left. Now over the middle, fires. Was it intercepted? Almost intercepted. Well, there we go. Talking about that earlier. Someone saying Rodgers going to throw a pick. Almost threw one. Oh, so close there. Pass was actually intended for Freiermuth. But a great effort there by Brooks to almost pick it off. Favorite NBA team? I don't really watch NBA. If I had to pick one, the Spurs. Going to spell JJ anymore if he needs you? I'm sure it'll happen. We'll see how this year goes. Yeah, I don't know. It's baseball season 3 months away. As Rodgers going to go in and take a timeout. I guess he didn't like it. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Steelers. 6:39 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Steelers leading 14-3. Good night, my friend. I'll see you later. If you're live tomorrow, I'll see you. Yeah, probably go live. There we might have a bowl game. Showing that Freiermuth may have been held, but no call. Yeah, Brian Greasy was his son. Brian Greasy was with the Broncos and I think the Buccaneers. And then I think did Brian play with the Dolphins too? Not too sure. Brian Greasy did I know, again, Bob Greasy, of course, he's the legendary Dolphins quarterback. Let me actually, since we have time here, again, it's a timeout Pittsburgh. 3rd and 6. I'm just going to try to advance my NFL knowledge. He did not, so he played. Oh, he did play for Miami. Yeah, okay, look at that. Look at that. Look at Brian Greasy go. All right, 3rd and 6. Rodgers in the gun. Trips left, one receiver to the right. As he sends Gainwell in motion, they need to get to the Miami 37. As Rodgers drops back, looking to his left, fires on the middle. It's caught. This is Freiermuth. Freiermuth at the 30, and he's brought down to the 26. That is a gain of 16, and that is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Look at that. Using Freiermuth over the middle of the field. Two things that aren't used much. There we go. The middle of the field and Freiermuth. Two things that the Steelers just desperately need. Logan Paul versus Ray. Yes, he is definitely still wrestling. 1st and 10 as Rodgers going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left, sending Austin in motion as he hands it off. This is Gainwell down the right side, but he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield as he's tackled at the 28. That is a loss of 2. And guess who? Again, Minkah Fitzpatrick with the tackle. He is just flying everywhere. As he played for Miami, he did. Told you they need to use Muth. Yes, you were correct. Do you have any faith in the Pirates improving this year? Think the Reds Pirates could vastly improve? I think so. I really do. Let's see it, though. They need to spend some money. They need offense. We all know they need offense. 2nd and 11. Rodgers going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right as Rodgers drops back, looking to his left. He's looking. Rodgers still in the pocket. Throws it down the right sideline. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Freiermuth. Throw a little bit off there. As looks like, again, Jack Jones has been jawing to Metcalf the entire night. Metcalf doing a good job not retaliating. And he's really trying to bait him there. Again, a 15-yard penalty would back up the Steelers to the 43, and for sure not kicking a field goal with that. Not in these conditions. Don't start me on WWF. Yeah, I'm not much of a WWE guy anymore, but yeah, I know a little bit about it for sure. I watched during the PG era. 3rd and 11 at the 28. Rodgers drops back, looking to his left. He fires on the middle. It is caught at the 15. DK shoving a guy off at the 10. The 5. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. DK Metcalf. That was all Metcalf. Look at that. As the touchdown turkey. He loves touchdowns. And the Steelers lead 20-3 with 4:58 left to go in the third quarter. DK Metcalf catching it at the 15, shoving a guy to the ground, making a guy miss, and scampering his way into the end zone. As the Steelers lead by 3 scores as we're just pending the extra point, the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. The Steelers lead 21-3. 10 plays, 77 yards, 4 minutes off the clock. A pretty solid drive for the most part. Looking scary there on a 3rd and 12, but hey, they got it. They got it done. They tried for Schwarber. I don't know. I think I'm kind of, I don't know how I feel, because I'm happy they tried, but I think they were kind of also hoping, I don't think he's going to sign for sure. There's no way he signs with us. Or they were hoping that he doesn't sign so they don't actually have to pay him. I don't know. Is it terrible that I think like that? Probably. DK is a beast. He is, Herbie. He is. No. Sorry, Rhoda. Sorry, man. Male turkeys are called toms or gobblers. There we go. Yeah, well, Tom the turkey. Tom was his original name. I just felt like calling him the touchdown turkey. It was just shorter. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Raiders should have gotten DK with Gino. Would have been interesting. The Raiders definitely need some help. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. I really do, again, try to respond to as many people as I can, as the chat is a very big part of the channel. So feel free to feel involved. All you got to do, you just talk about the game, talk about the playoffs, talk about the football, whatever. Or not. Again, you can be silent. That's fine. I'm like that in many other chat rooms, so I totally understand. And, of course, feel free to vote in the poll right now. The Steelers up by 3 scores, so it's very likely the Steelers will win. But, again, you never know. We never know. If you're a Steelers fan, you would know that it's not over until it's over. But I expect, of course, that poll to look like the Steelers moving up as right now 62% of you guys with the Steelers, 38% with the Dolphins. Touchdown turkey, yep. Have the Steelers reached their point limit? I think they're closing in. I think 21 is, that might be too much. That might be too many points. Playoffs? Did you say playoffs? Don't talk about the playoffs. Yeah, I did. Again, a lot of stuff in the playoff picture. The Steelers winning, of course, 8-6. They'll have, of course, the game advantage on the Ravens. And the Ravens have a tough matchup this week. Of course, so do the Steelers. The Ravens playing the Patriots on Sunday night, which I, of course, will be covering as well, which will be right after the Steelers-Lions game. Again, I don't know what's happening in the first window yet. But, again, I will have that for you guys, I'm sure, this weekend, I'm sure. I think the Philly side, Adolis Garcia, yeah, I saw that. No, you were correct. I saw that as well. I saw that as well. All right, Boswell going to be kicking off to the Dolphins. Again, the Steelers leading 21-3 with just under 5 minutes to go. There is the kickoff fielded at the 12. He's at the 20, the 25, and he's going to be ripped down at the 28-yard line, as that's where the Dolphins will begin their drive. Do you think the Ravens got robbed or Steelers won? Bad calls there, and I think that was a touchdown. My thing is, I don't know. I have confidence that Rodgers would have driven down the field. I think he would have done it. But, yeah. For sure, the Ravens were robbed of a touchdown. We both have tough matchups. Yes, we do. I just think, I don't know. I think the Ravens, I don't know. If I gun to the head, I would pick the Ravens over the Patriots rather than Steelers over Lions. Tua's going to swing it out. It's caught by Achane. Achane in the backfield. He's dancing around, and the Steelers will swarm to the ball at the 28-yard line. That is a loss of 1. Loss of 2, actually. Tackled at the 27. Pirates owner doesn't want to spend a penny. You're right. Yeah, exactly. I think the offer was genuine, but I'm like, there's no way he takes it. Tua 6 for 9 for 65 yards. Yep, it is not ideal. They're not throwing it much. Again, honestly, I think they had the right philosophy, giving the ball to Achane a lot. I feel like they should have given it to him more. But right now, yes, Tua's going to have to make some plays as it's 2nd and 12. Tua drops back looking, fires. It is almost intercepted. Nearly picked off by Alex Highsmith. And now it's 3rd and 12, as that could have been a devastating blow for the Dolphins. But no, it does not result in a pick. It is just an incomplete pass. 100 likes. Yes, folks, make sure to like it up. Helps out this small channel, but is a small but growing channel. Again, just started doing this year. 3rd and 12 for the Dolphins. They need to get to the 39 for a brand new set of downs. Tua in the gun. Tua drops back, looking over the middle. Tua's left. Now Tua's right. Moving to his left is Tua. Tua scrambling, and down he goes. That is a sack. Peyton Wilson in on the sack. That is a loss of 11. And the Dolphins will have to punt it yet again as Santa holding up the defense sign. And Tua taking off his helmet in frustration. Hey, let's go on RC. Good to see you, man. Appreciate it. Francona is awful confident about the Reds winning the division. Local interview recently. He barely got us in the playoffs where Dodgers swept us, so I can't figure out why he's so confident. Brewers choke. I don't know. Fielded at the 28. Austin running backwards. Now he's at the 30, and he's tripped up at the 33. And, of course, as is tradition, there is a flag. Delay squad. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the Reds could do well this year. I don't know about winning the division. I mean, there's some... NL Central doesn't have some... I mean, they have some solid teams. Hold on. Block in the back. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty. It's on Ben Skoranek. So that'll back him up to the Pittsburgh 19. You mean that in a nice way? I don't know. Again, if I'm all for people, man, living out what they want to do, man. You know, if Tua wants to keep playing, you know, like I said, I think if they're going to pay him $50 million a year, I mean, shoot, I would keep doing it until you won't. Miami ain't going nowhere. I mean, they're again, Miami's won. I don't know if I can show you guys here. The Dolphins. I don't know if I can look at where can I look here? Full schedule. Again, folks, Miami, of course, you're probably scoffing at, the Dolphins, but let me go ahead and show you guys here. Okay, that is preseason. But again, obviously started off terrible. Loss, win. So they're 1-3, 1-4, 1-5, 1-6. Okay, yeah, it's terrible. They're terrible, right? 2-6, 2-7. Yeah, they're still bad. 3-7, 4-7, 5-7, 6-7. Again, they are a team that has done a lot recently, and again, they're still in the playoff picture. Obviously, it's not looking good for them, but they're a team that has definitely fought back from the dead, essentially, and or a team that has been looked pretty good the last few weeks. Obviously, it's not looking good tonight as Tua just struggles in the cold. But I don't know. I don't know. I think they're all right. I mean, again, I could see them still winning a few games down the stretch. Not that it'll matter. Tua's always been terrible. Yeah, no, he has been pretty bad. Mother Nature gets a game ball. Yep. Niners all the way. Shout out from LaPorte, Indiana. Now, again, the Niners, if they win out, as long as the Seahawks beat the Rams on Thursday Night Football and the Niners win out, they can get the 1 seed for sure. Not sure I have a second team. Cowboys ruled out of the playoffs. I may just have to enjoy it all. That's how it goes. Roethlisberger, your favorite quarterback for the Steelers ever. Same here. Same here. This is a solid performance delay. Yep, I think so as well. Looking all right. But I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, they've had some big plays. But I'm happy. I'm happy that they're up 21-3. That is rare. All right, 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Rodgers going to be in the shotgun, sending a man in motion as Rodgers play action throws to his right. It is dropped. Dropped by Darnell Washington, wide open. And Rodgers just looking up into the heavens. I don't know. I love it. I really do. I know people don't like it, but I love it. Dolphins not lost in Detroit yet, but Rodgers lost his last 2 games in Detroit. Interesting. Dolphins will be out of the playoffs. Yep. If they lose tonight, they will be. And again, it's looking good, but I don't know. I don't want to jinx anything here. 2nd and 10. Rodgers is going to hand it off. This is Warren, and Warren going to be brought down at the 20-yard line, as that is just a gain of 1. 39 coming up for the Steelers. Bradshaw, Ben, Bubby Brister. Oh, my goodness. Come on. I feel like Bubby Brister has been brought up on this channel more than you would think, despite me never seeing him play. Bubby Brister. Tua never has an O-line. He's lucky to be alive. As bad as the protection is not good. You are correct. 3rd and 9. They need to get to the 29 for a brand new set of downs as Rodgers in the gun. Trips to the left Two receivers to the right as Rodgers drops back looking, floats it out. It's caught by Freiermuth. He's at the 25, and he is hit hard at the 27-yard line. Took a big hit there. And the Steelers, and now there's a late flag. A late flag. Brooks and Freiermuth were jawing back and forth. Hold on. Hold the phone. This might be a first down for the Steelers. Steelers eliminated Bengals. Yes. Well, I think they're already gone. But, yeah. Hold the phone here. After the play. Unsportsmanlike taunting defense. Number 20. That is a 15-yard penalty, and that is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down as Mike McDaniel looks disgusted there on the sideline. Mike McDaniel not happy about that. Again, I don't know what who was that again? Brooks? Again, what was Brooks doing? You made a tackle, you're down 18, you decide to flex on Freiermuth. What an idiot. That's why you're losing by 18. Black Cove Ninja just knocked out Ray. Okay, I had no idea there. I'm a longtime Dolphins fan. I know this franchise. That is Brister, worst backup of all time. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Cordell Stewart. Would he be 3? I don't know if I'd put him at 3. Punk just got blindsided. Nice. Name a quarterback to toss 4 touchdowns in their first 2 seasons, not named Bo Nix. Shoot, I don't know. Let me think on that for a sec. I probably don't have a name for you, though. Rodgers under center, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right as Rodgers going to hand it off. This is Gainwell. He cuts inside at the 45. He's at the 50 and brought down at the 48-yard line. Gain of 9. Minkah Fitzpatrick with the tackle. As Fitzpatrick looks a little frustrated out there. I don't blame him. He's been having to be the Band-Aid for defenses for the last 3 or 4 years now. Yeah, actually, that's a good one. I don't know, Willie. Seahawks couldn't score a touchdown against the Colts. Not sure how they will score against the Rams. Maybe it's Darnold time to fall off a cliff like last year. That's fair. That is fair. As it's 2nd and 1, hands it off. This is Gainwell, and Gainwell gains 2, as that is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Dolphin guy celebrating the tackle. Man, we might be seeing some interesting things there on the Dolphins defense. Celebrating down 18, celebrating the Steelers getting a first down. And I'm told Tua's the one with the CTE, but I don't know. We're seeing some interesting things there on that defense. Bubby was simple and funny. Gave 100%, I guess. I don't know who I'd put as my 3 there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know there, Willie. A longtime Dolphin, I guess Dan Marino, if I had to guess. 1st and 10 as Rodgers play action, looking over to his left, moving to his right as Rodgers. Rodgers looking downfield, going to take off and run, and walks out of bounds at the 41-yard line. As Rodgers going to share some words there on the sideline with some Dolphins. I think it's all in jest, if I had to guess. So there is a flag, by the way. I don't know what happened there. Dolphins won 4 in a row. You know it's going to be end in a weather. Yeah. Left guard just went to the tunnel for the Steelers. I didn't even notice. Looks like that's going to be a penalty on the Steelers. I think it's a hold. A hold on the Steelers. That'll back up the Steelers. Takes away the Rodgers run. It'll be 1st and 15. And it looks like they're going to let it run out. As Jalen Waddle looks pretty disappointed there on the side. 3rd quarter yards for the Dolphins, minus 20. So that is correct. You had more yards than the Dolphins did in the 3rd quarter. So if you're ever feeling down, just know that you had more yards than a professional football team in a quarter tonight. So there you go. But yes, the Steelers leading 21-3. They have the ball 1st and 15 as they are at their own 49 whenever we come back. Bradshaw, Ben, Bobby Lane, Tommy. Yeah, but I would say Bobby Lane would be the 3. I would say Bobby Lane would be the number 3. Now, again, if Rodgers wins a playoff game, I would put Rodgers at 3 just for that. Benny Malone, number 32. Not familiar with him. Your brother has a jersey? Okay, I gotcha. Does everyone agree that the Bengals should fire Zach Taylor? Yeah, it's tough. That's tough. But, yeah, no playoff wins the last, 2 or 3 years now. I would definitely consider it for sure. Sorry, Jarek. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can, as the chat will forever and always be a big part of the channel. So, let me know what you're thinking about the game. Let me know what you're thinking about playoff picture, NFL news, college football, baseball, or just NFL stuff. I don't know. I mean, whatever you want, NFL history. That is fine with me. And, of course, let me know who you think is going to win tonight's game. Right now, 64% of you guys with the Steelers. I might have to change the poll. I might do that if the Steelers do score on this drive, I think. Or, we'll see if the Dolphins score on their next drive. I think that's when I'll take the poll down. Mahomes, Peyton, Brady, to answer. Well, I don't know. Can you show the Steelers playoff picture? What do they need to get in the playoffs? I don't really know. I was trying to actually find that scenarios for the Steelers. Pretty much from what I gather, so the Steelers pretty much need, the easiest way to explain it, the Steelers they need to win they'll win tonight, puts them at 8-6. So they would just need to pretty much win 2 of the last 3 games, essentially, with one of those being the Ravens, or, well, shoot, I don't know. I don't know, Ian. That's actually a good question. I don't know. Because I know there's a scenario where they don't have to beat the Ravens, but that involves Ravens losses. Pretty much, I'm kind of pulling for the Patriots this week. I don't know. It's a tough one. I can't really explain it. I don't know. Let me at the end of the stream, I'll look at it for sure. But again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. And again, if you do like what you're listening to tonight, make sure to like and subscribe. If everyone were to subscribe right now, I would hit 3,100 subs. So again, appreciate you guys for tuning in as it's 1st and 15. Rodgers sends it over the middle. This is Freiermuth at the 40. He's at the 35 and brought down at the 29-yard line. Rodgers finding Freiermuth here late in this one, and it is working. As again, that is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Ohio State's immortal clinched NCAA playoffs. A huge made bet in August. Oh, man. We'll see. It's a lot of teams there that could win it. 1st and 10, Rodgers in the gun. Trips the right to one receiver to the left as Rodgers takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. This is Gainwell. Gainwell dancing around, crossing the 25-yard line, brought down at the 24, as that is a gain of 5. Gainwell at 76 yards on the night. Also played with Detroit. Yeah, that game might not matter. I don't know. Seriously, need to win the Browns and Ravens to own their division. Yeah, win or lose tonight. Yeah, pretty much from what I gather. I think those last 2 games are very important. But yeah, let me know if you guys have the scenario down there for the Steelers clinching. Let me know. Definitely let me know. Lose to the Ravens. Ravens lose to the Pats. Steelers win because common games would have been even, and the Steelers have more AFC wins. There you go. 2nd and 5 at the 24. Rodgers drops back looking, checks it down. It's caught by Warren. Warren at the 20, the 15, and pushed out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Jaylen Warren with another catch and run, as that is another Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Next week, Steelers Ratbirds will lose. So glad we got this win tonight. I don't know. Again, I think the Ravens will not. I don't know. I don't think the Ravens are. I don't know. I can't just say the Ravens are going to lose to the Patriots. I really can't. That is usually always a good game. Historically, there is an injured player. Looks like it's Minkah Fitzpatrick. The Steelers are gathered around him as well. And Minkah was, of course, a Steeler for, about 5 years, 6 years? Minkah again. To me, Minkah is a true Steeler. I will always appreciate Minkah. True Steeler. I think I don't know. I don't like that we got rid of him. But, it is what it is. So hopefully he's okay. I mean, Minka again, definitely gave it 100%, and I think he would have definitely fit in with the 2000 Steelers for sure. I think he's probably the only one that would have. Maybe him and TJ, of course, but I don't know. I don't know. Just not a fan. Not a fan of the current Steelers, I guess. We'd like to see playoff wins. Who was it yesterday that wanted to play Farmer? You said not so fast. I don't know. I can't recall that conversation. How long has this drive been? It has been 8 plays, 67 yards, and about 4:40 off the clock there. Just saw a stat. Carson Palmer is the only quarterback to have a winning record on the Cardinals with a minimum 10 starts. Oh, my gosh. That's actually pretty sad. Pretty good. Your personality is very important in webcam on YouTube, and you are very polite and highly appreciated in your live calls as you document everyone involved and every play. Awesome. Thank you. I try. I really try. Again, it's hard to get everybody, but I really, like I said, I genuinely do appreciate it. Again, I started doing play-by-play here in March with college basketball. I did baseball. I did a lot of Pirates games. I did like 70-something Pirates games, and I did other baseball teams as well. So I don't know. I remember the days where there's nobody here. So I really do. I genuinely appreciate you guys here just, watching the game with me, or if you're not watching it, listening along. And hopefully, again, I'm doing a good job with the style here. Again, I chose this traditional radio style broadcast because I think it's pretty fun. I don't know. We all kind of enjoyed listening to games when we were younger, especially, I would say, I'm sure Gen Zers, of course, listen. I'm a millennial. Listen to them on the radio here. Minka's going to be helped off the field. The Steelers are all on the field as well. They all probably love Minka as well. But yeah, I genuinely appreciate you guys for tuning in. I really do. I kind of lost my thought there, but Fitzpatrick should still be a Steeler. I agree. Ravens Pats will be a great game. It will be. Again, I'll be covering it. I'm looking forward to that one. Palmer and the Cards in 2015 were a great team. They were a great team. They were a great team indeed. Fitzpatrick, this guy. Okay, yeah. Not that Fitzpatrick. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Rodgers under center as they are at the Miami 14. As Rodgers tosses, this is... actually, I couldn't tell you that is. He's at the 10-5. Touchdown. Is that Jonnu Smith as a running back? Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. What the heck? The Steelers running toss plays with a tight end as the touchdown. Turkey really enjoyed that one. I couldn't believe it. I saw the 1 on the jersey. I'm like, I don't know a running back with the 1 on the... What? Jonnu Smith with a 14-yard rushing touchdown. That's a toss. Halfback crack toss. What the heck? So the first play that Minka Fitzpatrick is off the field, the Steelers take advantage and score. Again, that tells you everything about Minka. There's the extra point. It is up. It is good. 28-3. Steelers leading by 25 with 13 minutes to go in this one. Unbelievable. Doing a great job. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it, man. Doing a great job. Thank you again, Abraham. Hey, Dr. Steele's looking good. They are, Don. I do love it. Appreciate it, bro. You sound like a broadcaster, right? Thank you. Thank you there. Hello, world. Appreciate it, man. Touchdown, Turkey. Yep. Steelers have had a lot of quarterbacks. Last few years, yes, for sure. Even though it was... I honestly had no idea what was going on there gaming. That was... I was confused. I was definitely at a loss for words because I don't know. Have anyone ever seen that? Just have your tight end lined up as a running back and toss it to him, and he scampers 14 yards. Jonnu Smith looked pretty fast back there. Jeez, maybe he needs to be the guy. Of course, again, we have Gainwell. Gainwell's been pretty good. Warren, of course, has been all right this year. But, man, Jonnu Smith, put him at running back. If you want to drastically improve your viewers, do University of Kentucky basketball games. Try one game first for kicks. You'll be in total shock. My alma mater, I know, have been going on for decades. Okay, we'll see. I do want to do college basketball for sure. I did, again, like I said, I did some March Madness this past March. That's what started the channel. Not that I'm a huge college basketball fan. I just happen to watch Jaguar Gator. I'm sure some of you guys know if you're a big NFL fan and you're on YouTube a lot. Jaguar Gator is kind of the inspiration of a channel in a big way. I saw him calling games. I'm like, well, I kind of want to do that. It looks pretty fun. So that's what started that. And I'm like, well, I'm a Pirates fan. So I'm going to be watching the Pirates games. I may as well call the games. And yes, I sat through, and again, I covered just over 70 Pirates games. And again, I did other games as well. And the goal is, of course, to do the same thing this year. Do a lot of Pirates games and, of course, other ones as well. And, of course, again, I'm like, well, I'm going to keep it going. I love football. And, of course, again, I am a huge Steelers fan. And, again, I've been bouncing around the league. Again, it's not just Steelers. I do every Steelers game. So, again, if you're a Steelers fan here, make sure, again, to subscribe. I'll be here the whole way. And, of course, for years to come, that is the goal, to make this a reality. But, of course, again, I do bounce around. It's not just primetime as well. Steelers play at, 4 o'clock this upcoming week, 4:25. I'll be doing a 1 o'clock game. I will. So you never know what that game could be. So make sure, again, to subscribe. And, again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, as, again, it is free to do. What in the world have I missed here? All right, let's see what we got here. It was first. Yeah, Bears used to do that with Komet a lot. Interesting. I did not know that. Came out jelly. I don't know. Get on your knees. Delia, Home Alone. Yeah, this guy. All right, the Steelers going to be kicking off, fielded at the 2. He's at the 5, the 10, 15, 20. He's at the 25. Bouncing outside at the 30 and is pushed out of bounds at the 36-yard line. That is Eskridge with a nice return. They're going to mark him out at the 35, apparently. Jim Hart, 87-88. Wow. Neil Lomax, 47-51. Yeah, that is impressive. All I know is Touchdown Turkey was extra excited for that one. Honestly. Yeah, it was crazy. Look for the Pats to dominate the Ratbirds next week. I do not look for that. Again, I think it'll be a good game. Google Steelers quarterback. He had some guys. Oh, yeah, no, we've had a lot of them. Trust me, I know about the Steelers QBs. I do. 1st and 10 here for Tua and the Dolphins. As they're at the 35, Tua drops back. He's looking over the middle. Checks it down in the flats. Caught by Achane. Achane at the 30, the 35. Cuts inside at the 40. He's at the 45 and jogs out of bounds. Just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. As that is a gain of 14. Let's see here. Kyler Murray, 38-48. Yeah, definitely. Not great there. Jim Hart was a bruiser. Yeah, again, that's before my time. Hope Mink is okay. Wish he was still wearing black and gold. Yes, we all wish that. We really do. We do. 1st and 10 here for the Dolphins as they're closing in on midfield. Tua going to be under center as he sends a man in motion. Tua, it's going to be a toss here. This is Achane. Achane at the 50, the 45, stumbling his way to the first down. He was just trying to stay up, but he's still fast even when he's doing that. Gain of 9. Going to mark him just a yard short. As Achane at 57 yards. Enjoy your channel more than the less traditional broadcast. I saw one where they were doing donations for beer chugs and hardly calling the game, just rooting for their team. Yeah, trust me. I'm aware. I watched your Notre Dame broadcast. I think I've done 1 or 2. But appreciate you for tuning back in, man. Thank you again. Thank you. 2nd one as Tua going to be in the gun. He drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is caught at the 30. Waddles his way down to the 26-yard line, as that is a gain of 16. And Waddle a little shaken up there. And he might have to be helped off the field. Again, Jalen Waddle was involved in trade rumors. I was hoping we would get him. But unfortunately, that was not the case. Waddle very good at getting separation, but only tonight with 2 catches. As it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dolphins at the 26, as he was under center. Now he's in the gun by himself. Trips to the left, 2 receivers to the right. As Tua lifts the leg, starts clapping, takes the snap, drops back, looking over the middle. Tua throws it, it's caught at the 10, and he's brought down at the 7-yard line. That is Darren Waller. And that is a Miami Dolphins first down as they are closing in on the Heinz red zone. I guess maybe not the Heinz red zone, but it is the red zone regardless. They are in the red zone. Again, they're at the Pittsburgh 6. Need Waller to get game. He just got one. Johnny Unitas, Len Dawson. Yep. No, yeah, they were cut. It's like their first down. It was. Yeah, no, they had been struggling there. First and goal at the 6. Tua going to be in the pistol as he drops back, looking to his left. Tua looking to his right, moving to his left, now moving to his right. Tua running for his life, throws it away, incomplete. Tua was running around again. It's like your little brother controlling the quarterback on the video game. Just not great. Running all over the place. This game is over. I hope so. Waller quit on the Raiders. He kind of did. Here we go, Steelers. Yep, it's over. Steelers won. I hope so. I don't know. No lead in Pittsburgh is safe. That is correct, as it's second and goal at the 6. Tua's going to be in the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Tua drops back, looking to his right. Tua looking, floats it to the end zone. It is, oh, what a catch by Darren Waller. Touchdown, Miami Dolphins, and the touchdown turkey. Again, like I said, he's unbiased. It may have seemed like he was, but what a catch as the Dolphins find the end zone for the first time this game. That catch, who was that? I was on Asante Samuel. Wow, that was a great catch. The Dolphins going to go for 2. I guess that makes some sense. I don't really know. Not really much of a difference between 18 and 17 points. Steelers Eagles 1 and done in the playoffs recently. Yes, there, Clifton. The goal is to change it. And this year, I think it's possible, unless it's the Bills. As Tua lifts the leg, takes the... No, he does not take the snap. I rushed the gun there. Tua drops back, looking over the middle. He fires it over the middle. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Waller. Ramsey on the coverage. Ramsey shaking his head, probably saying some things. So no 2-point conversion. 28-9 is your score with 9:41. Again, a great catch by Darren Waller. Just going up and getting it. Again, a good throw as well by Tua. As the Steelers up by 19. Again, with just over 9 to go. Waller needs 20 more points and we'll win. Oh, wow. 4 likes to 100. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Yes, make sure again to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot if everyone were to subscribe. Right now, I would hit 3,100 subs. It'll be a great milestone. Again, appreciate you guys. We just hit 3,000 this past Saturday. So again, thank you again for tuning in. Steelers have NFL records for consistently having greatest head coaches. Record-wise, I would say. Definitely record-wise. Waller just wanted to play his guitar. I guess so. Not the place to go to. Yeah, it was a little interesting there. Steelers would trade their 2026 first-round pick to Seattle for Drew Lock. No, they really should not. And if they made the trade, I would question how Khan would have a job. That would be a terrible trade. I'm assuming you're a Seattle fan. Now they have to go for 2. Yeah, I don't understand why they did that. That made no sense for the Dolphins. I have no idea. But the Dolphins scored, so I don't know. I can't really take down the poll yet. I don't know. Again, 340 votes in. I do appreciate you guys for voting there. 65% of you guys with the Steelers winning. Again, they're up by 3 scores, 9 minutes to go. Most of the time, you'd think, well, that's a Steelers win, but yeah, no, that's not happening. Usually the Steelers blow these leads. It'd be nice for them to hold on to the ball. I think that'd make us feel better. I was always on Jonnu Smith. Stop betting him a few weeks ago. And of course, he scores tonight. That's how it goes, Nick. Just one away. Nice. Broncos. Gotcha. Yeah, Broncos. Okay, yeah, I have some Broncos friends. Clifton trying to turn me against the Broncos. I'm not really against them, not really for them. It's crazy how long coaches stay. Like, y'all have had 3 coaches in 30 years. I think it's been longer than that. It's been 3 coaches since 69. So what is that? That is 56, 57 years. Don't forget to like. Yes, like it up. 3 2-point conversions means games was tied. I guess. Why the Steelers have converted every third down. Looking pretty good. I don't know, Charles. Well, they didn't convert one of them. It was third down, and then, of course, the penalty gave the Steelers a first down. Field at the 3s at the 10, the 20, 25, 30. Warren crossing the 35-yard line, brought down at the 36. 36-yard line. Good starting position for the Steelers. 4 straight touchdown drives. For the first time since 2018, we have not seen that in a long time. So, yeah, Steelers looking pretty good. And, again, I feel like if the Steelers could just put another good drive, a time-consuming drive, I would feel very confident about the Steelers. Again, they've looked pretty good. Obviously, don't want to get greedy here, but again, I'm very happy with it. But again, if they can just hold the ball for a while, I think I would just feel pretty good about the Steelers going forward. Hands it off to Johnson. And Johnson's going to be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there for the rookie running back. His first carry of the night. You got the 100. Thank you, Trisk. There we go. Niners have had like 15 coaches. Yeah. And you guys have had a lot of course, great, teams and coaches. Well, really just one, now that I think about it. Jim Walsh. Or Joe Walsh. Jim Walsh? Joe Walsh? Coach Walsh. I don't know. I'll just say Coach Walsh. All right, 2nd and 9. Ball at the 36. As Rodgers under center. As he's going to handed down the left side, and he is brought down at the 40. Is it Bill Walsh? I'm starting to think now. Bill Walsh? Whatever, Coach Walsh. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Steelers. Steelers' greatest head coaching ever. It's pretty good. Again, I don't know about that. Pretty good, though. Watching history, really. Oh, yeah, history, the history. It's been a while since the Steelers have scored 4 touchdowns in a row. Again, first time since 2018. And that was a pretty good team. They just didn't make the playoffs. Very frustrating year there. 3rd and 6. Rodgers in the gun. Trips to the right. 2 receivers left. Rodgers going to take a timeout, as I guess he didn't like what he saw there. So taking a timeout with 8:06 left to go in the 4th quarter. Again, the Steelers up by 3 scores. Up by 19 with, again, 8 to go. Field goal ends the game. Again, I'd feel pretty good. We get 30. I'm like, all right, we're good. Bill Walsh. Yeah, I don't know. Jim, I don't know who the heck I was saying. Bill Walsh invented the West Coast. He did. Coach Null. Yeah, Coach Null for sure. Walsh. Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, Coach Null again was great for sure. Again, Cower won 1, Tomlin won 1. But again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really want to get into that conversation. We're having a good night here. I don't want to get all, hey, the Steelers are crashing out. Steelers are having a bad day. You want me to go ahead and rant on the Steelers? I'll do that then. This is a good night. Again, Tomlin, 11-0 career record at home on Monday Night Football. Very impressive. Of course, that record actually goes back to 1991. The Steelers have not lost a home Monday Night Football game since 1991. So pretty much since Bill Cowher took over, the Steelers have been dominant in Pittsburgh on Monday night. Swings it out to Warren. Warren is going to be brought down close to the line of gain, and that is a first down. It looks like they're gonna change the line here. It says first down here. It says 4th down there on the computer. Very interesting. Hold the phone. Now they're going to say 4th and inches. They're moving it back. So, yeah, 4th and inches. Looked initially like he got it. Wow, yeah, he should be about a half yard short. So I can't wait for them to put it on the 45 where it's a full yard. Chuck Noll, yep, Chuck Noll is great. They beat the Patriots. They did beat the Patriots in 2018. Yeah, they did. Jim Mora. Jim Mora was okay. Yeah, he's a good UConn coach for sure. I don't really remember his NFL coaching. I don't know if it was that great. My Dolphins better the team. I don't know what the game plan was. Yeah, it's a rough one there, Charles. That was a rough one tonight. This is a glorious day for Steelers fan. It is a pretty good day. Steelers gonna punt on 4th, and I don't know. I think they can get half a yard. Again, that's safe, but anyway, there's the punt. Fielded inside the 10. Oh, and he's running backwards. Makes the guy miss, though. He's at the 10, and he's brought down at the 14-yard line. So it could have been way worse, but the Dolphin able to return it to the 14-yard line. Again, that was the smart decision, but I think they could have gotten half a yard with how they're looking. Oh, well. I don't like the living in your fears thing, but it is what it is. Javier Handel not getting the Heisman variant class. Yeah, no, for sure. Again, like I told you earlier, I think he's undraftable. I think that just made it worse. 100 likes. Very nice. Mike Tomlin had winning records with pretty bad teams. That's why it's the truth. Well, again, I don't really want to get into that conversation, but, again, I don't think they were bad teams, personally. A lot of stars on these last few years. But, again, I won't really get into that conversation tonight. When they lose, oh, yeah, we'll settle that then. 1st and 10 for Tua, as he's at the 14. Tua drops back. He's looking over the middle, swings it out. It is caught. He's at the 15, the 20. And brought down close to the 24-yard line. I think they're going to mark him a yard short. So, 23. And that is a gain of 9. Second one coming up. Saints coach. Jim Mora. Yeah, Jim Mora. Oh, Jim Mora. Yeah. That's the playoffs guy, right? How's it going, Giants fan? Good to see you. Appreciate you for tuning in. Miami would be winning if Prime Marino was playing. I mean, that's probably true. Probably. 2nd and 1 coming up for the Dolphins. They need a yard for a brand new set of downs as Tua drops back. He's looking over the middle. Tua moving to his right. Throws. It is caught at the 28. And Queen lays the smackdown on him. But that is a first down for the Dolphins. Julian Hill not happy with how Queen acted after the tackle. And he points at Queen. But nothing doing there, I guess, or nothing comes of that. But again, that is a first down for the Dolphins. Yeah, hopefully Rhino's doing well over there. And I heard he had internet issues. Hopefully everything's going well. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. As Tua drops back, looking to his right. Stepping up in the pocket, and Tua is going down. That is a sack. And Cameron Hayward is there to bring him down. That's a loss of 7. Soft defense. Allowed Dolphins scored again. Yep. How many Jalens are playing in this game? Yeah, right. Jalen Warren, and then you got Jalen Hill. I don't know why. Who was I confused? I was confused with the other coach. So 1st and 10 here for the Dolphins as he drops back. He's looking. He throws it down the right sideline. It's caught at the 40. He's at the 45 and tackled at midfield. That's a big play there, and that is Dolchich with the catch, and that is a gain of 29. Senior was the better NFL coach. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where it is then. Okay. That's where it is. Hines Ward. Oh, yeah, he was great. He was best blocking receiver of all time for sure. That was ugly. Don't forget Jalen Ramsey. Yep. Look at the score. Yep, it is rare there. It is rare there. 1st and 10 as Tua's going to be in the gun. He drops back looking to his left. Fires. It is caught at the 46. An awkward-looking landing there for Darren Waller, as that is a gain of 4. Again, the Dolphins now in Pittsburgh territory. Just over 4 minutes to go in this one. Again, the Steelers at one point were up 28-3, though the Dolphins looking to make this a lot closer on the scoreboard. Waddle, right? Yeah, a lot of W's there. Dolphins decided to play. They're playing now. Can't believe they extended Tua. Yeah. Definitely. Well, again, at the time, statistically looking pretty good. Tua fires. It's caught at the 42. Waller at the 40. And he's brought down at the 36-yard line. Again, that is a brand new set of downs for the Dolphins as we're under 4 minutes to go in this one. Again, the Steelers leading by 19. Dolphins, though, are driving. But, I think Tua, if 2 or 3 years ago, had like a really great statistical year. And they were just hoping he could improve. But that has not happened as Tua fires it in the flat. It's caught by Achane at the 31. Runs out of bounds for a gain of 6. Bringing up 2nd and 4 at the Pittsburgh 31. When Ward was playing, the whole field was the Hines red zone. Yep. Oh, Jalen Ramsey, gotcha. Oh, that's right. Jeez. Oh, okay, yeah, all the W's there. Got to try to beat the spread as the Steelers give up this guy. Did you grow up near the Ohio River like me? I did not. I think the closest river to where I grew up was the Susquehanna, I think. Tris can let me know if I'm wrong. Tua, drop it back. He stumbles in the pocket, moving, throws, caught at the 25. Achane at the 20. He's at the 15 and brought down at the 12. Tua dancing in the pocket, looking like a magician back there, as the Steelers were just kind of bamboozled, as that is a Dolphins first down, and they are inside the red zone. Wow, that was pretty impressive there by Tua. And, of course, a great catch. Run after the catch, really, especially by Achane. As, again, it's 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. And that is going to be a timeout, Pittsburgh, with 2:36 left to go in the fourth quarter. Pittsburgh leading 28-9 with 2:36 left to go in this one. Roll Steelers. Oh, yeah, Anthony, appreciate you for tuning in. Confused too. Sorry, more with the Colts. Yeah. Grew up here, the Schuylkill River, and then the river between Texas. Okay, I don't know, but I mean, Susquehanna was west of us. Oh, okay. Tua came in with fanfare with Jackson will leave with the accolades of David Carr. This guy. Steelers defense with the locker room. Yep. Again, the Ravens with a tough schedule coming up. Again, they host the Patriots, then they're at Green Bay, then at Pittsburgh, and then of course for the Steelers, they will travel to Detroit next week. Again, that's a big game. Then they travel to Cleveland, and then the end of the season in Pittsburgh hosting the Ravens. So just a huge few weeks here for the Steelers and Ravens as Tua takes it 1st and 10 at the 13. Tua drops back, looking over the middle. He's moving to his left. He floats it to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Miami Dolphins. And, of course, the touchdown turkey. He's a big fan of touchdowns, as the Miami Dolphins have made it a 2-score game with 2:32 left to go in this one. Mahomes just went and had a surgery. Wow, that was quick. Again, 4th and inches, the Steelers elected to punt it. I didn't really like that decision. As the offense, I think, again, they were rolling. I feel like they can get an inch. But it is what it is. They're trying to savor this win. They got many like this days ahead. I hope so. As Tua drops back, 2-point conversion. He's looking over the middle. He's still moving back. Moving to his left. Throws it over the middle. It is off the hands of Dolchitz. Incomplete. And it will remain a 13-point game. But again, the Dolphins have scored the last 12 points. As again, it's 28-15 with 2:32 left to go in this one. Awesome. Inspirational call on your last play. Your enthusiastic voice is unorthodox. I try to be genuine here. I need 1 3-yard catch by Waddle and an Achane touchdown. I don't know if that's happening. You could be your agent. I don't know. Hey man, potential's here, I'm pretty expensive. Miami come back and going to catch the Steelers off guard in garbage time. No, I don't think so. I am disappointed with the Steelers again on that last drive. I really think they should have just went for it on 4th and inches. I mean, again, they were rolling. Why? Why stop? It's going to look like the Colts game. Again, the Steelers dominated the Colts. The Colts came back, made it a one-score game. It's something Rising Rhino says, oh, they only lost by a score. I'm like, okay, well, the Steelers were up by 21 or 24 points with like 6 minutes to go. I mean, I don't really think that was a genuine one-score game. So now they need 2 touchdowns. Watch your language. I actually didn't hear what he said. It got in my face. I'm like, what is he doing? Extra touchdowns on live. This guy. Dolphins 29, Steelers 28. This guy. Okay. This guy. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, the Dolphins going to go with the onside kick. Dolphins, by the way, with all 3 timeouts, so the Steelers will need a few first downs to ice it. We're going to miss the other part of the game. What other part? Which game? You'll be here all week. Oh, yeah, you will. It's going to be fielded by... No, it's... Oh, my gosh. Connor Hayward falls on it. I thought Thielen had it, but it skipped away from Thielen. I was going to lose my mind before your very eyes. Well, we can save that for whenever we get blown out in the first round of the playoffs, I guess. But Connor Hayward recovering at the 50. Oh, that was going to be good. Thank you for your stream today. Again, appreciate it, George, for tuning in. He said he was weak. He was weak. Oh, really? What the heck? That's terrible. I think Dolphins had a chance. That was it. Yeah, that was it. So 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Rodgers under center, sending a man in motion. Rodgers trying to get him to jump. Thielen again down to the right. I had to guess this is a run play. It does make sense. Rodgers with the toss. This is Gainwell. Gainwell cuts inside and is dropped at the 47-yard line for a gain of 3. And, of course, the Dolphins will take their first timeouts with 2:25 left to go. Playoffs. The first crash. And I've actually crashed out already. I think I crashed out... I think it was the Flacco game. Flacco, second start with the Bengals. I actually did post a video on that. I crashed out. That was terrible. I was genuinely so upset with the Steelers after that game. I really was. I was frustrated. Looking at the AFC playoff picture again, only one team is clinched right now. And honestly, we might not see many more clinchings for a little bit. I think the Patriots, again, if the Patriots win, they would clinch next week. And also, again, if the Colts lose, then the Patriots will also clinch. I don't know if anyone else would clinch. Well, if the Colts lose, then a lot of other teams would also clinch as well. So I don't know. It's a whole thing. We'll find out together next week. Again, calling a lot of games on Sunday. Again, I'll be doing Steelers-Lions, of course, at 4:25 Eastern Time. And, of course, I'll be doing another game there as Rodgers going to toss it to Gainwell. And Gainwell going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. And that'll be the second timeout for the Dolphins as that brings up 3rd and 6 for the Steelers. And, again, I'll be doing that Sunday night game. And, again, as for the first game that window... I don't know yet. I will let you know. Again, I don't just call just Steelers and primetime. I do other stuff as well. I do other games. I do bounce around the NFL. So, again, a lot of options there. I just don't know yet. I will, of course, let you know, or you'll see it. And, again, I'll be calling Thursday Night Football, Rams, and the Seahawks on Thursday nights. And we'll be doing some bowl games as well. Tomorrow night, I'm expecting to do Troy and Jacksonville State. Wednesday, I'll be doing both games. The goal is to do both games anyway. Old Dominion, South Florida, Louisiana, and Delaware. And then on Friday, we have a big day. Kennesaw State, Western Michigan, Memphis, NC State, and then Alabama and Oklahoma on Friday. Saturday, doing every single college game as well. Miami at Texas A&M, Tulane, Ole Miss, James Madison at Oregon. Again, I do a lot on here. Hopefully you guys like that. and you subscribe to the channel, again, it is free, folks. This is a sports channel for the sports fan. You're a sports fan, you're subscribing. Rodgers drops back, play action. Rodgers looking, and he's just going to fall down. And Rodgers taking the sack, and the Dolphins will take their final timeout, and the Dolphins will probably make this a one-score game, to be honest with you. Jeez, in the end, it went over. Yep. Come on, Steelers. Well, I don't know. Again, they were up 28-3. It's going to probably end up being 28-23 or something like that, or 28-22. So going to make the playoffs? I think so. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out together these next few weeks. Dolphins are not done scoring. They might kick a field goal. Yeah, they might cut. Yeah. Doing Saturday games. Not the Bears-Vikings game on the 20th. Bears-Vikings? Bears-Packers. No, I will not be doing the NFL on Saturday. There is the punt. And that is going to be bouncing at the 10, rolling at the 5, knocks it in play. Very good play there by the Steelers. Who was that knocked it free? Again, that is going to be at the 3. That was Ben Skoranek. Ben Skoranek hustling down there, keeping it inside the field of play. Great stuff there. And the Dolphins will have it at their own 3. If the Dolphins come back and convert an onside kick, you'll go back to church. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, get your Bible ready, buddy. I will laugh my head off this guy. Dr. Lee gets numbers on his college streams. Yes. Yes, college, I have done so much better. It's just, it really is. Again, I've had a great night tonight. I am very thankful for you guys. This is probably my best NFL stream, and not even close as far as concurrent viewers and views. But yeah, college has definitely been very good to the channel. Tua in the gun, ball at their own 2. He's going to hand it off up the middle. This is 8-Chan. 8-Chan at the 5. And it's going to be brought down at the 7. So a gain of about 5, and that'll be the 2-minute warning again. Steelers looking like they will move to 8-6. Dolphins most likely eliminated in a few minutes. Panthers, Buccaneers, that's going to be a fun game to watch. Yeah, again, it really depends. I know it sounds cowardly, but I kind of look at what the big streamers do, and I'm like, well, if I don't think I'm going to have a good shot at getting views, I will not do that game. I mean, again, obviously with primetime games, obviously that is like, I ignore what they do because I got to do what I got to do, but yeah, I kind of look at what they do. I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm not really feeling if I'm going to have a good audience or not. So that's essentially what I do. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just ignore what they do. But yeah, Tampa Bay, Carolina is a good one. Let's see here. I mean, that's really the only good one. Don't know why Cincinnati, Miami. I think that could be a great game. I really do think it could be a great game. I know they're both eliminated, but I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. But most likely it may be Tampa Bay, Carolina. I just don't want to promise anything, and then I change my mind. Who downed it before the 2-minute warning? Skoranek. There's lots of people on YouTube who search for the streams, whereas NFL, less people expecting to find it on YouTube. Yes, exactly. Yeah, college football illegal streams are kind of they were the thing. Not as much in the last month or so, month and a half. They've been cracking down on them. There are still illegal streams every now and then, but yeah, lately they haven't had them, so I've been taking advantage. And I don't think a lot of the bigger creators know that, and that is perfectly fine with small people like me, for sure. So again, I will definitely take advantage. Now, if I do find out, again, if there's illegal streams, then there's no point for me to do it, then I will just go ahead and do the NFL. So I will have both thumbnails ready. If you all subscribe and ring the bell, you will see one to Dr. B. Yeah, that is true. Again, I appreciate you guys again for tuning in. And as always, again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. Talk about the game. And, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Again, if everyone were to subscribe right now, I would hit 3,100 subs. Would be a pretty cool milestone to hit. And, again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let me call the game. We have a lot of options out there. I know Grossi's out there calling the game right now. There's Football Nation. Again, he's really the one that I kind of look at like, okay, I got to stay away from whatever game he's calling because he's been taking everybody. And, again, rightfully so. He's good. And then, there's Tree, the big Steeler fan on YouTube, as Tua drops back. He's looking, fires. It's caught at the 10, and he's tackled at the 13-yard line. That is Darren Waller with the catch. It's going to be close to the first down marker, though it's saying 4th and 3. I don't know what the heck they're saying over there. That is not at all. 3rd and 1 as Tua drops back. He's looking over the middle, steps up. And Tua's going to go down. I see why it said that. That is why. It's now 4th and 3, as that is a sack. And it's 4th and 3. And this will be the ball game for Tua and the Dolphins. Tua going to be in the gun, trips to the right to one receiver to the left. Tua drops back. He's looking over the middle. He dumps it off. It's caught at the 15, diving forward at the 17-yard line. That is Achane with the catch. And that is a Miami Dolphins first down. We're under a minute left to go, 54 seconds and counting to be exact. As Tua drops back, he's looking over the middle, fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Westbrook Ikine. Porter there on the coverage. Thank you for your channel. I enjoy your play-by-play call for NFL, college football, and NHL. Plus, keep up the good work, Dr. Lay. We'll see you tomorrow night for the games. Thank you again, Abraham. Appreciate you for tuning in. Have a good night. Thank you again. For Dr. D, thank you, Don. Appreciate it. These last few minutes have been dragging out. Yes, they have been dragging out a lot. I love my Steelers and the game's looking good for us, but what is going on this season? Like, Mike and Aaron gotta go. I don't know, it's just been the same old Steelers, man. It's been the same old Steelers there, Aiden. As Tua's going to be in the gun, it looks like they going to have to take a penalty here because, they don't have any timeouts. Tua was trying to call a timeout, but they don't have any timeouts. So I don't know what's going on there. So that'll back him up 5. 2nd and 15 coming up for the Dolphins. And Jalen Waddle looking hurt there on the sideline. Rodgers smiling on the sidelines, hugging Skoranek. As Tua in the gun, drops back, looking to his right. Tua in the pocket, fires. It's caught at the 15. He's at the 20 and ripped. Not out of bounds. He's tackled inbounds. As that clock continues running, we're at 30 seconds and counting. They got to hurry. 24, 23. Tua in the gun. 3rd and 5 at the 21. Tua lifts the leg, takes the snap. He drops back, steps up. Tua dumps it off. It's caught at the 30. He's at the 35, trying to get out of bounds, and he cannot. He's at the 38. 7 seconds and counting, and it looks like that is going to be your ball game. And that is the Steelers defeat the Miami Dolphins on Monday Night Football. 28-15. The Steelers move to 8-6, as that is the Steelers' 23rd straight home win on Monday Night Football. They just seem to win on Monday Night Football when it's at home. So that is awesome. So again, the Steelers 8-6, 3-1 in the division. With, again, they control their destiny. Steelers got to get Joe Burrow. He's kind of injury prone. Kevin, this guy. Loss of down, yep. 43 magic points, this guy. Yeah, I guess so. Yes, that is 43, yeah. Thanks for the stream again. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, if you did enjoy tonight's radio-style broadcast, make sure, again, to subscribe to the channel. It is free. Again, you don't have to pay a dime. And, again, the goal is to, of course, go live every single day this week. But if you're only here for the NFL, that's okay. Again, I'll be going live Thursday night for Rams and the Seahawks. That should be pretty good, so join me for that one. And, of course, again, if you're only here for Steelers football, again, I've been doing this all year. So, yeah, where have you been? I'll be there with the Lions and the Steelers. Hopefully that's a good game. Hopefully the Steelers can pull off the upset. Again, I'm sure the Lions are definitely going to be favored in that one. But I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. And with that, I will probably catch you guys later. I'll probably send you guys to another channel. Make sure, again, if you guys want some more coverage just on YouTube, if you're just feeling social tonight, make sure to let them know that, hey, Dr. DeLay sent you. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. And, yeah, with that, I will catch you guys later. We'll do some more post-game wrap-ups in the future. Definitely, I think, more in the coming weeks for sure. I do want to do that, to be honest with you. For now, though, I'll catch you later. Good night, everyone. And, of course, if I don't see you again, Merry Christmas as well. Take care and good night. And go Steelers.